Coming to you live from Stuart, Florida, the greatest little town in the world, it's the award-winning, critically acclaimed Get Up and Go show on AM 1450 WSTU. You're invited to call the show anytime at 772-220-9788. And now, broadcasting live from the Palatial Studios, here are your hosts, Evan and Bonnie.
And at top of the morning to you and yours, TGIF.
I'm George W. Bush, and I approve this message.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. President.
I'm not awake right now.
Well, wake your little behind up.
I need my beauty sleep.
All right, well, go get your beauty sleep and everything else that goes along with it, and then we'll manage to make do. It's 6:07 this morning. Mr. Clock, would you say?
It's now 6:07 a.m.
6:07 a.m. on the Get Up and Go show with Evan and Batgirl, otherwise known as Bonnie Ashley. Good morning to you, young lady.
Yeah, I came out of my bat cave this morning just for this show.
Thank you.
You know, are there any mosquitoes in here that I can swoop down and get some because I need to eat?
No, not at all.
I need my breakfast.
Not at all. Not at all. Not in the least bit. Did you slide down the bat pole to get to the bat cave?
Oh, I tell you what, this morning was the worst kind of waking up. It's that morning where you wake up 2 minutes before your alarm clock in a dead sleep, and you look at your phone and it's 2 minutes before that darn alarm goes off, where you're wishing you had another hour or two to go back in the bat cave for a while.
Okay, very interesting. So yesterday I go to take a shower. And I get in there and I'm thinking, all right, well, the hot water's not working so well. So I'm thinking, all right, well, Gavin probably used it all up prior to me. So
he uses a lot of water.
He uses a lot of hot water.
Yeah, when I saw him, he got rather tall. So I imagine, at least you don't have girls in the house. With girls, you know, we girls are always doing our hair.
Right.
You probably don't get hair caught in the shower and down at that shower drain.
Thank
like
God,
we do.
No, we don't have that issue. So I get in the shower and I turn the nozzle all the way to the left, and it's not getting as hot as it normally gets. It gets just lukewarm. So I'm thinking to myself, all right, Gavin used up most of the hot water, so I'll give that to him. So then Rachel goes to get in the shower yesterday and no hot water. None. Nobody had used the shower all day.
So for about roughly maybe 18 hours or so, no hot water at your house.
Yeah, so we have no hot water. So I'm thinking, all right, hot water heater, 13 years old. It's not leaking. Check the circuit breaker. Circuit breakers are fine. There's electricity going to it. So I'm thinking, all right, it's had its time. So I'm waiting for a service technician to call me back so I can make my appointment and hopefully get somebody out today to look at it before I head to Orlando for the swimming with the Dolphins tomorrow.
We had a hot water issue in our house before, and I think it was covered by American Home Shield or American Home Shield, if I'm not mistaken.
I'm hoping it's fixable because to replace it, there is a replacement allowance, but they only give you $500 towards the replacement allowance of the hot water heater. And I priced out a hot water heater installed yesterday with the plumber.
Now, I thought they run only about $200 or so.
Oh, no.
It seems like we got one in the past.
No.
Are you kidding?
Try about $1,800 installed with permits, wiring, plumbing, and everything.
We had to get a new one before, and we had to go to the city and get that permit thing going too. But they
do everything.
I don't remember it costing that much for us.
Oh yeah, it ain't cheap.
But ours was in about maybe 2016 or late 2016. I don't remember forking out anywhere in the amount of $1,800 for ours.
Yeah,
man.
Oh yeah,
man. I wonder if they went up in price or
it is not cheap.
Yeah, that's not fun.
No.
Well, at least you didn't have your hot water heater explode and all the water
please
all over your
don't jinx me.
garage. You caught it before that upset, so that's probably a good thing.
I'm looking on the Home Depot website right now, just for argument's sake, to see what it would cost, and it's ridiculous. The price of these things are unbelievable. I mean, it's $500 just for the part, and then the labor is ridiculous.
So, are you going to replace it, or are you going to get it fixed? Have somebody repair it?
It's got to get fixed. I mean, we need hot water in the house.
Here, I'm seeing couple of them, like at Lowe's and the Home Depot,
Mhm.
$289,
Yeah.
$279.
Well, see, I only called one place yesterday,
Yeah,
and they quoted me like $1,800, which I did think was rather high.
it is high, I think, Evan.
Yeah.
For a hot water heater, I just never ever remember paying that much. Even
Yeah.
like when I lived at my old house, I think we were in that price range of maybe $200 to $300 or $400,
Yeah.
but not extremely high.
So I'm going to let the good folks at where I have my service plan come out and take a look at it, and then kind of go from there.
It might only cost you that $100 deductible that you pay for your
Well, it's 45.
service
I have a 45.
plan.
I have a 45.
45
I have a
one.
45 deductible,
Yeah.
and then the allowance for the water heater is $500.
Okay.
So even if the water heater's like $1,100, take off 500, it's only going to cost me $600.
Yeah,
to
it's just like something you have to go through. One of
Yeah.
those things that comes up, and you hope that it doesn't happen in threes, like three
Yeah.
things going on in the household.
Oh no, please.
you know,
I can't deal with that.
It could be the AC. It could be the
Oh, the AC's fairly new,
yeah.
so that's not a problem.
We just got our AC. We just had to have our warranty place come out because I think the AC needed a couple of parts. It needed a couple of parts and trinkets.
Mm-hmm.
And through our warranty system, I guess there's a way we can look into using them to upgrade our AC unit.
Mm-hmm.
I guess, which we didn't look into, and I'm hoping it doesn't come to that anytime soon. But things wear down, things need repair. It happens. It's always going to happen when you own property.
Right.
There's just like no avoiding it. And I hate to say that.
Yeah, it is.
The
it
garbage
is what it
disposal too. We've had that fixed several times.
We had our garbage disposal go bad on us, and had it replaced, and I only had to pay that small deductible.
Yeah.
So that worked out. That worked out pretty good. And then I got a brand spanking new garbage disposal.
Nice.
So, geez, man, they make you go through all this stuff just to get a stupid quote.
So I guess they confirmed the remains of Brian Laundrie.
Yeah,
huh?
that's
That was confirmed.
That's it gives the families closure, but at the same time, they wanted to talk to him because they wanted to find out what the heck was going on.
And now there's going to be another investigation as to how he died. And he could have been like days in that swamp.
Mhm.
Like they couldn't get in there before
How about
because
weeks?
the swamp waters were so high.
Yeah, how about weeks?
Well, we don't know if he was for days or weeks in there. You see, we don't know. We don't even know how long he was in that swamp.
Yeah.
So, and investigations are going to go into that now. I like the conspiracy theorists when I was
my God,
listening
it's ridiculous
to Tom
now.
Sullivan yesterday, and a lady calling in and saying, "Well, it's a conspiracy theory. How are we going to know it's his body?" But I think when a coroner confirms that it is said body, then we can probably trust that it is true.
Well, they had to use forensics, so they used the teeth and the dental records, and that's how they determine who it was. So, and that's what confirmed that it was Brian Laundrie, because they literally said it was just skeletal remains. That's all it was. So you figure the body was out there for so long. There's animals and this and that.
I know snakes and moccasins, alligators,
Oh.
all kinds of beasts, terrifying out there.
Yeah.
And I know Dog the Bounty Hunter too. He was, a person could have gotten Laundrie too, because so many people wanted to get at him. And I think Bounty Hunter was saying, turn yourself in, man.
Yeah.
Somebody else is going to get you in a worse way.
Yeah, well, he got. That's all I got to say. He got in the worst way. He got really good. And all that was left was, they found a notebook that was near him, and they're trying to salvage the notes out of it.
Yeah, I wonder what it's going to all say in that notebook. Would be curious to.
It could be a diary of things. It could be a timeline of things. It
could be a message written to her.
Yeah. It could be a suicide note.
It could be.
It could be anything.
And no word yet from the Petito family.
No.
They're kind of probably trying to get over the emotion of this all before
Yeah.
they even comment.
It's just an
anything.
overall. It's just an overall, all around happened to a beautiful young lady. It was a toxic relationship, and I don't know, when they had her in the back of the police car, and I just think if things
At that
happened
moment, did you
differently,
think that too, where she
yeah,
was crying
yeah,
and then she went in the back of the car
yeah,
again and then they kind of let them go at it like they should have, the way they were fighting, they should have never been that long on a road trip and
no,
across the country
and
the way they were fighting.
the officers are probably thinking to themselves, "Geez, if we would have handled this differently, it could have had a different ending."
I
Like
know.
if they would have taken him to jail, taken her to jail, or just if they would have handled it differently, there could have been a different outcome to this whole darn thing.
There could have been. And I was just like considering another idea where the family of Laundries, the mom and dad, I guess, had been in that area finding the belongings, finding
Yeah,
the backpack and everything. It conspiracy theory probably for me again, but
yeah,
it makes me wonder, did the mom and dad have anything to do with his death and did they put him out of his misery
yeah.
being the parents?
Yeah, they may have done it. They may have killed their own kid. I mean,
Yeah.
there's just so many different. Oh my gosh, there's so many. There's so many different things. He could have blown his own head off. He could have stabbed himself. He could have, he could have told somebody else to do it, and it just,
Yeah.
it's,
Or he could have just been such under emotional distress and at
yeah,
the end of his game that maybe his body got weak and maybe he wasn't even eating right and
hmm
maybe he just maybe he starved, maybe he just gave it up.
malnutrition. Yeah,
Yeah,
malnutrition.
there's gonna
There's so
be
many different things.
yeah, it's gonna be
I mean, wonder what the over and under is in Vegas on this one.
right.
There's got to be. There's got to be somebody betting on it
We'll have
that they
to
can determine.
really watch this thing unfold, and I don't
hmm
think the unfolding and recovering of everything is going to happen
Yeah,
really soon.
yeah.
It'll probably take months.
Long time.
Yeah,
So I feel naked this morning.
you do. You
Yeah, we're
don't
going
look
from one
naked.
extreme to another.
Oh,
I do because I have new jewelry on.
you
Because
do.
I had the wife take all my jewelry off of me last night. I have 4 chains that I normally wear. So I have like
Yeah.
nothing, no jewelry, zip.
Why
I've got
did
no
you take
bracelets because swimming with the dolphins tomorrow.
Oh, right.
So you're not allowed to wear any jewelry. All I'm wearing is my watch.
That's a good thing.
That's it. I have all my wedding rings, my other rings, everything is off.
Yeah,
So
you got to go through some measures
I feel
before
like
you
naked.
get in that place.
It's weird.
That's all right.
Went to bed last night and I got up this morning. I went to go straighten my chains out.
Yeah,
And I'm like,
and
there's
you're
no
looking-
chains here. I'm like, what the heck's going on?
Right. Yeah.
It's
Well, when
definitely
you're used
different.
to wearing a piece of jewelry for a while and
And I
all of
never
a
take
sudden
these
it's
chains
missing.
off. The last time I took this jewelry off was like when I had surgery eons ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's
it's weird.
amazing. You
It's
must.
weird.
Do you feel like you shed 5 or 10 pounds of that gold
I don't know
and silver?
I don't know if I'd feel like I shed 5 or 10 pounds, but I just feel naked without my jewelry though.
Wow.
It's weird.
Yeah,
It's just
I
weird.
feel that way if I cut my hair or if I get a haircut.
Yeah, Rachel
really.
just got her hair cut and
Yeah?
she feels like she left like 10 pounds behind
Right.
because they cut all the thickness from the underside out.
Mhm.
So you really don't see that much. And then she cut
Yeah.
like 2 inches off the length.
Like putting out a brush fire
Yeah.
back there. She's gonna lose all that bushiness.
Yeah,
and,
exactly.
feel cooler.
Exactly. It is 6:20 right now on the Get Up and Go show. It's time for news. We're going to head right to the news desk where Bonnie has the morning headlines. Take it away, Bonnie.
Thank you, Evan. The FBI in Denver is confirming that human remains found earlier this week are those of Brian Laundrie, the person of interest in the murder of his fiancée, Gabby Petito.
The partial remains were found on Wednesday at the Sarasota County Nature Preserve, where police had been hunting for Laundrie for several weeks. The area where the remains were uncovered was previously underwater in the dense and swampy park. Laundrie's parents told police back in mid-September that their son had gone hiking in the 25,000-acre alligator-infested Carlton Reserve, and that was around the time that Gabby Petito's body was found near Grand Teton National Park in Wyoming. I'm Reed Shepard.
Alec Baldwin fired a prop gun that killed a woman on a movie set in New Mexico, authorities say. Helena Hutchins, age 42, was flown to UNM Hospital in Albuquerque, where she was pronounced dead Thursday. Santa Fe County Sheriff's Office identifies Hutchins as the director of photography for the movie Rust. Joel Souza, the movie's director, was also injured in the shooting, the sheriff's office said. He was being treated at a hospital in Santa Fe. Rust is being filmed at Bonanza Creek Ranch near Santa Fe. The sheriff's office says no charges have been filed. However, the incident is under investigation. Rust is set in the 1880s and follows the life of a 13-year-old boy who goes on the run with his grandfather who killed a rancher. The Martin County Tax Collector's Office has been closed countywide for several days, causing frustration and confusion for people who need access to its services. WPTV's Megan McRoberts has more.
People coming to the tax collector's office today just came up to a locked door and a vague sign saying that network services are being updated, but there is no more information right now as to how long the offices will be closed, and there has been overall very little communication to residents, but a nearby county is stepping in to help in the meantime. Oh, wow. Outside the Martin County tax collector's office Thursday, one person after another walks up to a locked door and a sign telling them the office is closed for network updating.
If it's a computer issue, how long it's going to take? A couple of days?
This is Gregory Agopian's second day in a row trying to get renewed tags.
Nobody knows anything.
Others trying to replace a lost license.
I'm frustrated. I mean, I took it in case I might get stopped by a cop. So, I mean, the best thing I could do is take a picture of the sign.
And a dad trying to get their daughter squared away with a new car.
How can this
tax collector hasn't commented in depth about what happened to the...
At my job, if I had a server down, I'd be unemployed. This is unacceptable.
There are also no updates on the main website warning customers they're closed, just a Facebook post about network issues and a voicemail if someone happens to call ahead of time. Gregory says he understands technical problems happen, but is frustrated by the minimal communication.
But I checked my phone today and it says open, close at 4 o'clock. So that's what I came.
St. Lucie County's tax collector got wind of the issues in Martin County, so they say they reached out to Martin County and offered to help with some of its services. Many of these customers decided to make that extra 30-minute drive north to St. Lucie, not wanting to risk the unknown wait that remains to resume services here.
No, we got time, I guess. It'd probably been nice if there was something out there ahead of time.
Now, there are still some limited services available at specific offices around the county. We've put all of that information on our website, WPTV.com. In Martin County, I'm Megan McRoberts, WPTV News Channel 5.
The next challenge to Florida's mask mandate ban in public schools is now underway. WPTV's Capitol reporter Forrest Saunders with the story.
The last few weeks haven't been easy for school board members like Roseanne Wood.
Nobody likes to lose their salary, and myself included.
But outside the courtroom Thursday, she told us why she's among those fighting to overturn that health department rule requiring parental opt-outs at risk of financial penalty.
If I have to lose my salary and we saved one kid from going to the hospital or one employee, then it's worth it to me.
These 6 districts believe the same, bringing the rule challenge before an administrative law judge over the next 2 days. In opening statements, schools alleging the health department exceeded its authority, that it didn't follow proper protocol when crafting the regulation as an emergency rule. COVID cases declining at the time.
There was just no immediate danger at that point.
That's plaintiff's attorney Jamie Cole.
The process they used was really no process. There was no public notice, no hearing, nothing at all.
The state says everything was above board.
The department made a reasonable determination.
Defense attorney Jason Gonzalez telling the judge there was an immediate danger and health officials couldn't wait days for regular rulemaking. Also that the health department has discretion when it comes to mitigation.
They drew the line with parents having the ability to opt out. The parents know their child the best. The parents may know things that the school districts testified they're not even allowed to find out.
Judge Brian Newman will have final say once testimony wraps Friday. And while a bench ruling is possible, Newman says he wants time to review the evidence before making a decision.
Governor Ron DeSantis is calling for a special session of the legislature to stop private businesses, local governments, and the federal government from mandating COVID-19 vaccines. In Clearwater, DeSantis said he also wants to strip liability protection from any business with a jabs for jobs policy.
If anyone has been forced to do an injection and has an adverse reaction, that business should be liable for that. Any damages, there's just, you have to do it.
DeSantis also wants to allow workers who refused vaccines and got fired to receive unemployment benefits. Well, lastly, it could be a tense weekend in Daytona Beach as some unwanted visitors arrive. Today marks the start of a celebration of monster trucks called Trucktoberfest. It's an unsanctioned event, and officials and some residents would take it elsewhere. The LA Dodgers keep fighting their way back as they clobbered the Atlanta Braves in Game 5, 11-2. The Dodgers' Chris Taylor blasts 3 home runs. Atlanta 2. Game 6 scheduled for Saturday in Atlanta. The Houston Astros seek to close out the Boston Red Sox tonight in Houston. Game 6 starting at 8:08 p.m. The Astros leading that series 3-2. And you can hear that game following our high school football action. We do have high school football tonight. Dwyer at Martin County. The high school football action can be heard on WPSL, WSTU at 6:45. News time 6:27. We have weather and traffic together next.
.628 this morning on the Get Up and Go show with Evan and Bonnie. It's time for traffic and weather together. Bonnie, how's it looking first thing this morning outside?
First thing, Evan, we're not finding any traffic accidents out there to report. The major highways moving right up to speed. Everything moving along fine right now on U.S. Highway 1. And there's your latest look at traffic. We have 69 degrees in Port St. Lucie. In Vail, Colorado, a cool, clear 30. Here's more on our weather at WPTV.
Your WPTV First Alert forecast calls for a pleasant start to your Friday morning. Temperatures starting off in the upper 60s to low 70s and mid 60s across our inland communities. Can't rule out a spotty shower or two for the morning commute, otherwise mainly dry for the first part of the day. This afternoon, highs reaching the upper 80s, muggy conditions with a 30% chance for showers and storms continuing through this evening. Tomorrow, highs in the mid to upper 80s, a mix of sun and clouds, and a 40% chance for scattered showers and storms. Even more showers and storms expected for Sunday and Monday.
I'm WPTV First Alert Meteorologist Katya Hall on WSTU AM 1450, Martin County's Heritage Station.
If you have a suggestion for the show, we would love to hear from you. Send us an email to WSTUmorningshow@gmail.com. Now let's get back to the Get Up and Go show. Here's Evan and Bonnie.
The hot new look this year? Extreme exhaustion. Sleepless bags under the eyes taking the fashion world by storm. Here's what you need for fall and winter to accent your beaten look. The new handbag from Coach, made with the saggiest of leather. People will swear it came off your last eyelid lift. Carry it while you wear tired and depressing clothes, like your stained shirt that tells everyone, I ate in my car again. And finally, you can call it lazy loungewear, but we all know it's lousy sweatpants. You're a mess, a fashionable mess. Now go take a nap.
I'd like to see that extreme exhaustion fashion show is what they call that one.
Extreme exhaustion.
Fashion show, yes. Extreme exhaustion at fashion show. I can tell you one thing that's not extreme exhaustion, and that's viral videos. So there's just one I have this morning. Only one. And it's an extreme light show done for Halloween. There's a guy in Tracy, California, has an amazing Halloween light display that mixes The Matrix and Rage Against the Machine. And it starts, it's really, here, I'll play the audio, Bonnie. You can see the video. Is that amazing? Look at that. Look at that bad boy.
He has the coolest thing going there on the whole block. Look at
Wow.
his entire garage is like lit up.
Just
And
the whole, that's the whole entire house.
It looks like he has many of that going with those strobe lights now that you
Mhm.
can go and buy. I've seen neighbors have them for Halloween with little pumpkins flying across their garage.
I mean,
but this guy kind of went to extreme with it.
Oh my gosh.
With those laser lights coming out at the side too, and
Yeah.
the lights are going to Rage Against the Machine, the awesome heavy metal music.
It's really incredible. This guy's video is incredible, man. You know, just some people have way too much time on their hands. To
He's
do
got
these
like the best
things.
get up going Halloween on his block.
Yeah, it's like my house at Christmas time.
Christmas time yours is right. I
Mhm.
got to go down to the neighbors because when Jaden and I were riding the other night, we
Mhm.
saw our neighbor had this really tall skeleton. This was like the biggest skeleton I've ever seen.
Mhm.
I think the head like even rose up to the ceiling of
Really?
its house.
Oh, wow.
That's how big the skeleton was. I'm like, how did you get it here? Where did you get it here? I have to walk down there and investigate.
Oh my gosh. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Hey, Bonnie, did you know that eating snacks at a movie theater, you'll down about 1,600 to 1,800 calories when you're at a movie theater?
There's no doubt about it. And, you know,
Wow.
you can't eat the popcorn without, or I can't anyway, without
Without the
loading on the
beverage.
butter and the salt
Yeah.
and the candy treats that you eat, the beverages too.
My favorite thing that I used to get when I used to go to the movie theater
Yeah.
was a box of Raisinets.
Oh, yeah.
Those were so good.
Perfect movie candy, isn't
Like
it?
$7 though
Yeah.
for a box of those things. $7. Wow.
How long ago did you pay $7 for it?
I don't know.
You know, I don't buy candy at the movie theater, but I imagine now they have
But
really gone
you
up in
sneak
price.
it in, don't you?
If I'm bringing the kids, I might
Mhm.
because you know they have it at the Family Dollar.
Yeah.
They have that little section at the Family Dollar that says, "Wow, movie candy for a
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
buck." And you know, sometimes I'll bring in that.
Yeah, Raisinets was always my go-to candy whenever I went to the movie theaters.
I like it that they have booze now. No, not
Booze?
booze. Oh, they do.
What movie theater you going to? They got booze.
They do have booze at the Sable Palm Theater
you
in Fort
serious?
Pierce. The last time I went there, oh yeah, you sit there in those nice reclining seats in
Just
that
booze
theater,
it up.
and it's the most comfortable theater I think in the world. You
Wow.
just kind of lay back and recline,
Okay.
and they'll bring, they'll serve you beverages and food items. They come and bring it to you like you're waited on at that theater. It was, we went to see Jurassic Park there when it was kind of like when COVID was breaking out and you finally got to go back and see a movie. Well, we did it with Jurassic Park.
Wow.
And, Yeah, it was a cool experience.
Interesting.
And of course, at AMC Cinema out in St. Lucie West, they serve beer and wine. I can't say that they're serving booze there,
Yeah, that
but
just wouldn't be good.
but at least you can, I like a glass of wine once in a while with my
A
popcorn
little
treat
fine wine with your popcorn
and a movie.
and a movie,
Yeah.
mate. Okay, very interesting.
It's fascinating. Alec Baldwin on this movie set, Evan.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, apparently there was some kind of accidental shooting, and he thought he was shooting blanks. They're filming this movie called Rust in New Mexico,
Mm-hmm.
and his prop gun misfired. The
Really?
movie's director was injured, rushed to the
my.
hospital, and lady on the set, cinematographer Halna Hutchins, was killed. So Alec Baldwin, I guess he was seen at the hospital. No charges filed, and of course it's being investigated. But he
Mhm.
was seen at the hospital crying last night and very distraught from all of it.
Oh my lord.
It's
Okay.
wow. It's just like wow, what a situation there.
Did you know 41,000 people go to the ER each year because of being bitten by another human being?
Ah,
Yeah.
yeah. I wonder if kids do that sort of thing. Do kids, when they start to play and start to fight, do they bite one another?
Kids do that all the time. They do. They constantly they will bite.
Yeah, I bet it doesn't give that stat, I suppose, but I would imagine most of the statistics might be children involved in that.
Yeah, really. Did you know, according to a recent survey, 70% of Instagram users have fewer than 1,000 followers. Now, I know you're not on Instagram.
I'm not.
You're only on Facebook,
Yeah.
and that's it.
One media outlet, that's all I need.
That's it. That's
Yeah.
all you want.
Yeah, and
You're a one and done kind of
sometimes
girl.
I wonder if I even want to stay on the evil Facebook.
Oh, okay.
I kind of go back and forth with that one.
Okay. No problem.
I know my better half has gotten off lately.
Really?
Yeah, he decided just to get off Facebook, and
Wow.
there
Did
might
he deactivated his account?
there might come a time where I might just do the same.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Some people do that. They'll go on and off, or some people like Mark Hales become someone else on Facebook.
Rachel deactivated her Facebook account.
Did she?
Yeah.
See, she came to
She
that.
went dark for a while.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I can't because it's not habit. I can't because of my business.
Yeah.
Because
you're
my Facebook page is linked to my business page.
networking that way.
And I need it
sort
for
of thing.
networking, like you said.
Yeah.
Did you know 41% of us are connected? I'm sorry. Oh, did you know that 41% of connected medical device owners bought their device online or at a retail store? So most people are buying medical devices more so online than anything else these days.
Yeah, I heard a thermometer advertised the other
Mhm.
day. I think you can order it online. It's one of those for sure thermometers. People want to trust theirs. I don't know if I trust mine. It's been in the cupboard for so long, and when I
Really?
go to test it on my temperature, I'm wondering, is this thing accurate?
Well, what did it say? Was it too high or too low?
The last time I checked it, I was right, like about 98.1 or something.
That's about right.
Lower than
because 98.6 is average.
Yeah.
Is what they say.
Yeah. If it goes above 100, I tend to get a little nervous.
Yeah, I would too. I would be breaking out the ibuprofen.
Yeah.
And make sure and get that taken care of.
I haven't had to do that in a while, though. I mean, I haven't had like a fever or
Mhm.
any symptoms, even after my shot.
Mhm.
I got a low symptom of what I thought was maybe a little being rough in
You
the
got a
the
low-grade
throat.
fever, but that was about
Yeah.
it. That
Yeah,
was it.
real low.
Did you know a survey found that 40% of people have been burned by a seatbelt when it's very hot outside in the summer months? You ever gotten into a car, Bonnie, and you put your seatbelt on and it's so flipping hot it literally burns for a second?
Yeah, I've done that.
It's
Honestly,
owie. It's an
yeah.
owie. It's a big
Or
owie.
if you even like sit on a hot car seat, if your hot car seat is vinyl,
Mhm.
it's been sitting there, and then go try to sit on that seat.
Oh,
in your
leather seats are the
shorts.
worst to get in when the car's been sitting in the sun unless you have really dark tinted windows.
Yeah.
It's a scorcher.
Got to
It
bring a
hurts.
cold hose with you. Somebody
Mhm.
spray this thing off before I sit.
Exactly. I've actually seen somebody in a YouTube video that lives out in Arizona in the hot of the thick of it.
Oh,
It was like
man.
110 degrees out, and they left their car
Ouch.
out in the parking lot. And when they got back in the car, they cracked an egg on the seat, and the egg cooked on the seat.
It did, no kidding.
Yes, it did.
They
I
must have
saw
been like in the middle of a desert or
Yeah,
something.
that was crazy.
Wow. I've always wondering if you could like crack an egg too on pavement and make the egg.
Well, some
with
people
the-
have told me that if I stay outside too long in the sun, that when the sun beats down on top of my head, you can cook an egg on top of my head.
Evan Egghead.
Yeah, call me an
Called
egghead.
Egghead.
Exactly. Did you know 36% of people in a good housekeeping survey said they always have chopsticks in their kitchen? Now, we don't have any. Do you, Bonnie?
We do once in a while.
Mhm.
Once in a while, he will get that sort of thing where he might want to try to use the chopsticks and get good at it.
Mhm.
I don't think we do right now. I think they've
Mhm.
been tossed away, but we've had the chopsticks a time or two.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you know that creative people are more likely to sleep on their left side than their right side? So does that mean, because I see that for me, it's very weird. I have to fall asleep on my right side facing my wife. I cannot fall asleep on my left side. So I start out one way, and then by the end of the morning when I wake up, I'm on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird.
Sounds like you're kind of like on all sides, and
I just can't, like, when I go to bed, if I'm laying on this side facing that way, I can't fall asleep.
Yeah.
I cannot fall asleep.
That's odd.
It's just really strange.
I can fall asleep whenever my head and how my head
Mhm.
hits the pillow. I could be like out like a light.
And like when we go
I'm
away to
super
a
tired.
hotel,
Yeah.
I have to take my pillows.
Oh, you do?
I
Yeah.
have, because I cannot sleep on hotel pillows.
Okay.
I
You
just
don't
can't.
trust that?
No, it's not a trust thing. They're just not like right. It's weird.
Because they're usually on the big
They're
and
very
fluffy and
yeah, they're
thick
very
side.
soft
And
though.
you probably like a thin
I like
layer
a
of
firm.
pillow.
I like a firm pillow.
Yeah.
Because I have to have my head like elevated a certain amount because of I have to be able to breathe.
Yeah, sometimes those pillows can be so soft your head goes into it. It feels like you're going to drown
I know.
in the pillow.
Yeah, exactly. I agree. Then somebody has to come and rescue me
Yeah.
from drowning, cause of death,
Got to get
drowned
your
in
head
a pillow.
out of there.
Right? Most people say get your head out your behind. Well, get your head out your pillow.
Of the pillow.
Did you know that experts estimate that you can get about 27,000 miles out of a shopping cart? Okay, so here's what I don't understand. When I go shopping at a grocery store and I get a shopping cart, one of the first things I check is if that shopping cart goes straight.
Oh yeah, me too.
Because
Like
man,
mobile.
I'm not hurt. I despise when I'm pushing a shopping cart and it goes to the left or it goes to the right.
Oh yeah,
And you got to
I'm sure-
forcefully steer it.
I'm sure a number of people check that thing out right away.
And then
especially-
some shopping carts, the wheels are falling off.
They do. They wobble and get kind of wobbly, and
Yeah.
you can't be moving that thing around the store, especially if you do a really big shop.
There's
It's
nothing
like-
worse than going to a store and getting a shopping cart that's completely out of whack and out of line.
Oh yeah, I'd rather grab a shopping tray to carry around
The little basket
instead of
they give you at the store.
instead of moving around a cart that's not feeling very mobile.
That's just ridiculous. Folks, you have all this money. You're a $1 billion company. Just go buy some new shopping
And
carts.
some of them get rickety after time.
Oh my
and
gosh,
probably
right?
should just be replaced.
Right? They need to
Yeah.
go to the shopping cart grave. And there actually is a place that is a shopping cart grave.
Hopefully recyclable.
They have a
Yeah.
graveyard for shopping carts.
Yeah.
They do.
Have you
I've
s-
actually
have
seen
you
a
seen it?
documentary. I've seen a documentary on TV about it.
Oh yeah.
It's very cool. It's where they take all the shopping carts and they just rest.
Oh, you know
in
what?
peace.
That gave me an idea for Halloween. I'm going to take a little skeleton next time I go shopping and put it in my shopping cart.
Oh,
Little
no,
skeleton as my kid.
I'll be running as fast as I can away from you. Oh my Lord, that would be hilarious.
This is Mr. Bones.
Yes.
Me and Mr.
No-
Bones are coming.
No bones about it. At 6:46 on the Get Up and Go show with Evan and Bonnie. It's time for news brought to you by St. Lucie Jewelry and Coin. Bonnie standing by with the morning headlines. Good morning, Bonnie.
Good morning to you, Evan. The FBI confirmed Thursday evening the remains found at the T. Mabry Carlton Jr. Memorial Reserve are those of Brian Laundrie. WPTV's Josh Navarro was outside the Laundrie home last night with the story.
The Laundrie family home behind me, you see it there, is all quiet tonight after authorities confirmed the remains found in the Carlton Reserve are those of their son. The FBI says dental records confirm the remains found at the Carlton Reserve Wilderness Park are those of Brian Laundrie. The FBI did not list a cause of death, and it wasn't clear how long the remains may have been submerged in water. Tonight, their family attorney spoke on behalf of the Laundries.
Chris and Roberta Laundrie, people, they have feelings, they have children. One of the children have just been confirmed as dead. It's sad under any circumstances. Gabby Petito notwithstanding, for any family, for any parent out there, this is a loss of a loved one. They're grieving.
Laundrie's parents took part in the search with the FBI and Northport police yesterday and found a backpack and notebook believed to belong to him. Authorities continued to search the area earlier today and called the zone treacherous conditions.
These are very, very difficult conditions. I mean, you're searching in areas that you just can't walk up and look. It's not like you're searching a house or a car. These areas are huge and they're covered by water.
The 23-year-old was reported missing over a month ago, and he was the only named person of interest after the strangulation death of his fiancée, Gabby Petito. Her body was found in Wyoming after the couple spent the summer on a cross-country drive. Laundrie's parents told investigators that after their son returned to Florida without Petito, he headed into the woods and never came home.
It's hard. I've cried some tears for Gabby. It's sad. It's a sad story. It's sad. The whole thing is sad. All of it.
And meantime, the Petito family has not released any kind of statement that is regarding today's developments. For now, we're live in Northport. I'm Josh Navarro, WPTV News Channel 5.
The Martin County Tax Collector's Office has been closed countywide for several days, causing frustration and confusion for people who need access to its services. WPTV's Megan McRoberts has more.
People coming to the tax collector's office today just came up to a locked door and a vague sign saying that network services are being updated, but there is no more information right now as to how long the offices will be closed, and there has been overall very little communication to residents, but a nearby county is stepping in to help in the meantime.
Oh, wow.
Outside the Martin County Tax Collector's Office Thursday, one person after another walks up to a locked door and a sign telling them the office is closed for network updating.
If it's a computer issue, how long it's going to take? Couple of days?
This is Gregory Agopian's second day in a row trying to get renewed tags.
Nobody knows anything.
Others trying to replace a lost license.
I'm frustrated. I mean, I took it in case I might get stopped by a cop. So, I mean, the best thing I could do is take a picture of the sign.
And a dad trying to get their daughter squared away with a new car.
How can this whole office be closed?
Martin County's tax collector hasn't commented in depth about what happened to the computers.
At my job, if I had a server down, I'd be unemployed. This is unacceptable.
There are also no updates on the main website warning customers they're closed, just a Facebook post about network issues and a voicemail if someone happens to call ahead of time. Gregory says he understands technical problems happen, but is frustrated by the minimal communication.
But I checked my phone today, and it says open, close at 4 o'clock. So that's what I came.
St. Lucie County's tax collector got wind of the issues in Martin County, so they say they reached out to Martin County and offered to help with some of its services. Many of these customers decided to make that extra 30-minute drive north to St. Lucie, not wanting to risk the unknown wait that we're here.
No, we got time, I guess. It'd probably been nice if there was something out there ahead of time.
Now, there are still some limited services available at specific offices around the county. We've put all of that information on our website, WPTV.com. In Martin County, I'm Megan McRoberts, WPTV News Channel 5.
Governor Ron DeSantis is coming to the defense of the Orange County firefighter who was fired in connection with COVID vaccine mandates. That firefighter, Stephen Davis, appeared with the governor in Clearwater.
2 days ago, I was terminated for what I believe to be an unlawful order.
DeSantis says the state will join firefighters who are suing Orange County over its employee vaccine mandate. Mayor Jerry Demings says, bring it on. Thieves are targeting construction sites in Polk County. The sheriff's office counts 107 thefts at construction sites this year, which is already 11 more than all of last year. And lastly, Van Morrison has added a second performance at the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Hollywood. Morrison was already scheduled to perform February 12th at 8 p.m. at the Hard Rock Live. Now fans of the Brown-Eyed Girl and Moondance singer will get a second opportunity to see him in concert at a show the night before, also scheduled for 8 p.m. The February 12th concert is sold out, but a news release from the Seminole Hard Rock announced that the second show was added due to popular demand. Tickets go on sale this morning at 10. They range in price from $50 to $235. And to find out more, you can go to SeminoleHardRockHollywood.com. And the Cleveland Browns beat the Denver Broncos in Cleveland last night. And Deverest Johnson had over 180 yards rushing and aided his team in their 17-14 victory. Cleveland Browns quarterback Baker Mayfield told Fox Sports on Thursday that he suffered a tuberosity fracture in his left shoulder in addition to the torn labrum. Mayfield added that the fracture in the non-throwing shoulder is preventing his rotator cuff from firing. Mayfield suffered that torn labrum in week 2, but he aggravated the injury in Sunday's loss to Arizona. News time 6:53 with weather and traffic together next.
$6:54 right now on the Get Up and Go show with Evan and Bonnie. It's time for traffic and weather together. Bonnie, what's going on outside?
Well, Evan, it's a nice ride on our way to work this morning. We're not finding any traffic accidents. Yes, really looking good for your Friday. And if you see something, say something, tell us at 220-9788, 220-WSTU. Partly cloudy, 72 this morning in Stewart. And in Raysburg, Finland, it's cloudy and 44. Here's our weather at WPTV.
Your WPTV First Alert forecast calls for a pleasant start to your Friday morning. Temperatures starting off in the upper 60s to low 70s and mid 60s across our inland communities. Can't rule out a spotty shower or two for the morning commute, otherwise mainly dry for the first part of the day. This afternoon, highs reaching the upper 80s, muggy conditions with a 30% chance for showers and storms continuing through this evening. Tomorrow, highs in the mid to upper 80s, a mix of sun and clouds, and a 40% chance for scattered showers and storms. Even more showers and storms expected for Sunday and Monday.
I'm WPTV First Alert meteorologist Katya Hall on WSTU AM 1450, Martin County's Heritage Station.
You're listening to the Get Up and Go Show with Evan and Bonnie on Martin County's Heritage Station, AM 1450 WSTU. Now let's get back to the program with Evan and Bonnie.
Now, Kellogg's brings you Wendy's Frosty cereal with marshmallows. And not to be outdone, Panda Express is introducing fried vegetable egg roll waffles or pancakes made with Kung Pao chicken and fried rice. Now you don't have to wait for lunch or dinner to enjoy your Panda Express favorites. You can have them for breakfast too. Panda Express pancakes and waffles. Don't forget the maple syrup infused with soy sauce. Part of this complete breakfast.
Oh man, I love me some of that.
I don't know if anything I would enjoy on that menu. Maybe regular Panda Express, but I don't think I need any waffles or pancakes mixed with mine.
Come on, you got to live dangerously. Just a little.
I'll go to IHOP for the pancakes and the waffles.
All right, that'll work. That'll work. Hey, folks, we're going to step aside for a moment. Right here at WSTU Stewart, Martin County's Heritage Station. The news is coming up next. And coming up next hour at 7:30, Will Armstead's going to be here. He heads up the Boys and Girls Clubs of St. Lucie County, talking about the big chili cook-off tomorrow at Clover Park. Oh, boy, that's going to be good, Bonnie.
We're just going to be eating so well tomorrow, and we hear that Mr. G from our sister station is making the chili.
Yep. Make sure and bring your appetite and go check it out. We'll talk to Will at 7:30 next hour, folks. We'll be back.
Coming to you live from Stuart, Florida, the greatest little town in the world, it's the award-winning, critically acclaimed Get Up and Go show on AM 1450 WSTU. You're invited to call the show anytime at 772-220-9788. And now, broadcasting live from their palatial studios, here are your hosts, Evan and Bonnie.
Oh, thank you very much, Madam Announcer. It is a Friday, TGIF.
That's the craziest story I've ever heard.
I haven't even begun to tell you a story.
You sound different in person.
Well, that's because I am different.
I'll bet you don't know about this.
All right, I bet you I probably don't, but that's okay. Not a problem at all. 7:08 is your time. Mr. Clock, would you please certify?
It's now 7:08 a.m.
7:08 a.m. on the Get Up and Go show, Bonnie, hour number 2, and we are just 2 hours closer to the official weekend beginning for you and me right here.
Yeah, and I just can't wait to taste some of that chili tomorrow. I love chili. I love making it. I'm not making it this year for the cook-off.
So it's official. G is making it?
G will be making it, and he's won in years past. I know he came in second place, not last year, but the year prior. Of course, we weren't live doing any chili cooking last year.
Now, is G gonna cook it on site? Or is he going to cook it at home?
On site, because that's
Really?
the rule where,
For the contest, you got to cook it on site.
You got to be there cooking it, got to bring all of the ingredients there and cook it right while you're there.
I wonder if he's going to wear the chef hat.
Oh, I like his chef hat. Yeah.
I wonder if he's going to wear the chef hat and the apron.
I
and
can
really
bring-
get all dolled up.
I can bring him an apron for our Halloween theme. I bought one from Goodwill, and it's one of those aprons that looks like it has blood splattered all over it.
That wouldn't look too good if you're making chili. People might think he cut his finger or something.
That's the secret ingredient.
Wow, the blood.
The bloody-
Avanto suck your blood. Okay.
I don't know. Maybe I'll wear the apron out to the chili cook-off. I'm not sure.
All right.
Maybe a mask or something, because it's a Halloween theme.
Yeah.
Oh, and WPSL and our station WSTU, our theme is pumpkins. So
it?
we're gonna have like a pumpkin patch kind of theme.
So
going.
you're bringing pumpkins? Are you going to be bringing pumpkins there to decorate and all that stuff?
Yeah, I think Carol and Greg and Ann pretty much have covered that.
Okay.
But that will be this year's theme. And
All right.
I think I suggested Beetlejuice to them, but there is a business that had already selected it.
Oh.
But it's fun to come out and walk around tomorrow
All
and
right.
look at all of
All right,
the
very
different
good. We're going
themes.
to talk to Will Armstead. He heads up the Boys and Girls Club in St. Lucie County. He's going to be joining us at 7:30 this morning to talk about the chili cook-off, to give a last-minute push to get people to go there. So that should
Yeah.
be really good.
It's nothing like eating some hot chili in
Right.
the cool month of October.
Right.
Well, it should be cool.
Yeah, rumor has it they're going to be providing free cases of Rolaids also as well.
They probably do at places.
Yep, because there'll probably be a lot of heartburn going on.
Yep, the Alka-Seltzer too.
Oh, plop, plop, fizz, fizz. Oh, what a relief it is.
I'll
Let's
sit there at our booth and plop some of that
There you
for
go.
people.
Let's get to birthdays. Time for birthdays, anniversaries back in the day. Bonnie, what do you got this morning?
Early birthday wishes to my better half, Gary. He'll be
Wow.
celebrating next Friday already.
Really?
Is his birthday.
Okay, so that is one person we have to call on the air live.
Maybe on Friday we could
Yes,
do that.
yes.
I know he'll be
Not now.
busy getting ready for work on his last day of work next week.
Forewarn him that we are going to call him next Friday at
Okay.
about 7:11.
Give him a little jingle.
Give him a little jingle.
All right.
I'm not going to ask how old Gary's going to be, even though he's only going to be 39.
Yep,
We're not going to ask how old he's going to be.
that's right.
And happy belated birthday to Topanga. See, I remembered it was last week.
Yeah, sweet 16
Yeah,
too.
Sweet 16. There you go. Jonathan Lipnicki is 31 years old today. That's Little Ray Boyd and Jerry Maguire.
How many pounds does the human head weigh?
I know, right? That's crazy. That is so crazy.
Yeah, and it's been so long since I went and rewatched that movie, but I think that's one of those where it's one of those timeless ones. There's so many great things happening throughout it.
Yeah.
You can keep watching it.
Corey Hawkins, 33 years old today. He's Dr. Dre and Straight Outta Compton. Zach Hansen is 36. That's the youngest Hansen from the Hansen brothers. Their hit song, One Hit Wonder, Bop.
Yeah,
Remember that song?
I was going to say that's the only song that I know by them because it was a one-hit wonder.
That's it. They're probably all working at Walmart as door greeters now.
They were all. I don't know. Hey, you never know, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
think about it. Are they? What's the Hanson brothers doing these days?
And we shouldn't knock it. There are so many people out there, I bet in California too, that are used to be stars, or they might be B-listers or C-listers that are out of work, and we don't know where they're working for a Best Buy or.
That's true.
But I say I respect them more when
if they're out there
working, and
that's it,
and they
doing the right thing,
selves on their toes.
Michael Fishman, 40 years old today. That's Roseanne's son, DJ, on the Connors.
Yeah, I've been seeing him on the Connors lately. DJ doesn't have a real big part on that show, but I do see him once in a while.
Jesse Tyler Ferguson, 46 years old today. That's Mitchell on Modern Family. Shelby Lynn, 53 years old today. That's the singer-songwriter. She won a Grammy for Best New Artist in 2000.
Not real familiar with her, but I was going to say with a name like Shelby Lynn, it's got to be a country music star.
She's
right
a little
there.
punkin' bunkin'. Shaggy, the guy that does It Wasn't Me, is 53 years old today.
Oh, that was a catchy song now, wasn't it?
Yep, that's all he said in the song. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. It wasn't me.
Yep.
That's really what the whole song was about.
I like it. It's catchy.
Brian Boitano is 58 years old today. That's the Olympic figure skater who inspired the inspirational yet profanity-filled South Park song, What Would Brian Boitano Do?
Yeah, I think he was on Dancing with the Stars at one time too, if I'm not mistaken.
Bob Odenkirk is 59 years old today. That's Saul on Breaking Bad and the spinoff Better Off Saul.
Probably like your favorite TV lawyer now. He is a fun one to watch.
Jeff Goldblum is 69 years old today. Jeff Goldblum.
Jurassic Park, right? Yeah.
Yep. Leslie West, 76 years old today. He is the one-legged guitarist for the band Mountain, who still rocks as hard as ever. Their biggest hit was Mississippi Queen.
And you know what I mean.
Christopher Lloyd, 83 years old today. That's Doc Brown in Back to the Future. Celebrating a birthday in the heavens.
How old is Doc Brown?
83.
Oh my gosh.
83.
Yeah, in Back to the Future, he had that wild hair going.
83 is how you say it in Spanish. Yes. 83.
83.
Yes. Curly Howard. Do you know who that is?
The Larry, Howard, and Moe from the
Three Stooges.
Yeah.
He passed away in 52, celebrating a birthday today. He died at a very young age.
I was going to say 1952.
49 years old.
A really long time ago.
49 years old when he died.
Huh.
The Three Stooges genius, Moe and Shemp Howard, were his brothers. Shemp was the original third Stooge, but when he left to do his own thing before the Stooges were famous, Curly took his place.
Yeah, and they got real physical too, right? In their comedy.
Certainly.
I mean, yeah.
Certainly.
They really went through some physicalities with what they had to do on set.
They definitely sure did.
Kind of like that John Ritter, who I loved from Three's Company. His farce comedy was just amazing. I was falling over couches and landing on things and stuff, nearly falling on his head.
Today, Bonnie, is a very celebratory day because it's National Nut Day. And here to talk about nuts is Martha Stewart.
Celebrate National Nut Day with Martha Stewart.
I always love to go to a party where there's gigantic spicy nuts.
Martha Stewart likes gigantic nuts.
Nothing's worse than rancid old nuts. It just isn't worth your time or effort.
Martha says rancid old nuts aren't worth your time.
And I think that the nuts are ready.
She likes them warm.
Warm nuts. They really smell good. Warming just brings out the fragrance of the nuts.
On National Nut Day, Martha Stewart loves warm, fragrant nuts.
This is if you're really bad.
I thought you'd like that one. But it is true. It is National Nut Day. So whether you crack them, peel them, buy them, whatever you do, go eat a nut. Because sometimes you just feel like a nut.
I'm sure.
Remember that commercial?
Yeah, and sometimes you don't, right? I'm sure she puts some nuts in those brownies too that she makes
she does
with Snoop Dogg.
That's right. I'm sure she puts more than just nuts in those brownies. Probably some funky, wacky tobacco or whatever it is.
I could imagine. I could imagine so. Yeah.
Mhm. Now, this is a weird one for today. It's International Caps Lock Day, whatever the heck that means. Push the caps lock key down and give somebody a shout out.
So you're going to be typing all in caps.
You're supposed to type in caps all day today. But that's rude, they say. And you know why?
Why?
Because when you're typing in caps, it's like you're shouting at somebody.
I don't know. Maybe it's so the person reading it can see that matter. And, then they don't have to put their readers on like I do.
It's International Stuttering Awareness Day, which shines a spotlight on stutterers and educates others about the causes. So if you ever talk to somebody and they stutter, please don't make fun of them, because it is something that is a very serious thing with people.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah, it really is. Yep.
It's also National Color Day. Step out of the black and white box and celebrate National Color Day and get your Crayola crayons out.
Oh, yeah. Make it a colorful, sunshiny day.
And lastly, it's National Smart is a Cool Day. This day recognizes and appreciates and celebrates people that are extremely very smart. Very
Nice.
smart, which that would be you and me.
And we are just a matter of some 16 days out from our daylight savings time.
Are we really?
Yeah, I believe that's on November. I want to say it's overnight Saturday going into Sunday, the weekend of November 7th and 8th right there.
So that means
I
the
believe.
clocks go back 1 hour, which means it's going to get darker earlier and lighter earlier.
That's true.
So at 6 a.m., it's going to be daylight outside the palatial studios here.
I will be running around in daylight on my Saturday morning run.
All right, very good.
But you're right, Evan, getting dark an hour earlier.
Crazy. 6:19. Actually, it's the wrong time. Sorry about that, folks. It's a 7:19 on the Get Up and Go show with Evan and Bonnie. It's time for news. So without further ado, let's go right to the news desk. Bonnie has the morning headlines. Good morning, Bonnie.
Good morning, Evan. The FBI in Denver is confirming that human remains found earlier this week are those of Brian Laundrie, the person of interest in the murder of his fiancée, Gabby Petito.
The partial remains were found on Wednesday at the Sarasota County Nature Preserve, where police had been hunting for Laundrie for several weeks. The area where the remains were uncovered was previously underwater in the dense and swampy park. Laundrie's parents told police back in mid-September that their son had gone hiking in the 25,000-acre alligator-infested Carlton Reserve, and that was around the time that Gabby Petito's body was found near Grand Teton National Park in Wyoming. I'm Reed Shepard.
The next challenge to Florida's mask mandate ban in public schools is now underway. WPTV's Capitol reporter Forrest Saunders with the story.
The last few weeks haven't been easy for school board members like Roseanne Wood.
Nobody likes to lose their salary, and myself included.
But outside the courtroom Thursday, she told us why she's among those fighting to overturn that health department rule requiring parental opt-outs at risk of financial penalty.
If I have to lose my salary and we saved one kid from going to the hospital or one employee, then it's worth it to me.
These 6 districts believe the same, bringing the rule challenge before an administrative law judge over the next 2 days. In opening statements, schools alleging the health department exceeded its authority, that it didn't follow proper protocol when crafting the regulation as an emergency rule. COVID cases declining at the time.
There was just no immediate danger at that point.
That's plaintiff's attorney Jamie Cole.
The process they used was really no process. There was no public notice, no hearing, nothing at all.
The state says everything was above board.
The department made a reasonable determination.
Defense attorney Jason Gonzalez telling the judge there was an immediate danger and health officials couldn't wait 40 to 60 days for regular rulemaking. Also that the health department has discretion when it comes to mitigation.
They drew the line with parents having the ability to opt out. The parents know their child the best. The parents may know things that the school districts testified they're not even allowed to find out.
Judge Brian Newman will have final say once testimony wraps Friday. Possible, Newman says he wants time to review the evidence before making a decision.
Governor Ron DeSantis is calling for a special session of the legislature to stop private businesses, local governments, and the federal government from mandating COVID-19 vaccines. In Clearwater, DeSantis said he also wants to strip liability protection from any business with a jabs for jobs policy.
If anyone has been forced to do an injection and has an adverse reaction, that business should be liable for that. Any damages, there's just, you have to do it.
DeSantis also wants to allow workers who refused vaccines and got fired to receive unemployment benefits. Thieves are targeting construction sites in Polk County. The sheriff's office counts 107 thefts at construction sites this year, which is already 11 more than all of last year. A cinematographer was killed at a movie set when Alec Baldwin's prop gun misfired. This director was also injured and rushed to the hospital. It's not clear exactly what happened. The gun was loaded with blanks. The movie is called Rust, and it was shooting at a ranch in New Mexico when the accident occurred. Cinematographer Halna Hutchins was killed, and director Joel Souza was in critical condition of last night. Not much else is known at this point, except that the gun was supposedly loaded with blanks. And lastly, veteran TV journalist Katie Couric's relationship with Today co-anchor Matt Lauer devolved and ultimately deteriorated. She said in an interview that aired Tuesday about her new memoir. Asked where her relationship stands now with Lauer, who was fired in 2017 for what NBC called inappropriate sexual behavior toward female colleagues, Couric said flatly, "We have no relationship." As I got more information and learned what was going on behind the scenes, it was really upsetting and disturbing, Couric said. I talked to people. I really tried to excavate what had been going on. He set up 3 touchdowns on as many drives in a breakaway third quarter, and Florida Atlantic held Charlotte scoreless for all of the second half for a 38-9 victory Thursday night, just hours after each university announced it will be leaving Conference USA. Perry was passing for 225 yards and 3 touchdowns. And in the NBA, the Heat are making a statement to begin the season. They blasted the NBA champion Milwaukee Bucks 137-95 at Miami. And tonight in Orlando, the Magic host the New York Knicks in their home opener. Our news time at 7:24. We'll have weather and traffic together next.
$7:25 on the Get Up and Go show with Evan and Bonnie. It's time for another look outside at what's happening on the highways and byways. Bonnie?
Well, on our roadways this morning, it's all looking clear right here. We're not finding any accidents or tie-ups to report on the major highways, and this includes both Martin and St. Lucie counties. If you see something, say something, give us a call at 220-9788, 220-WSTU. 75 this morning, partly cloudy in Stewart, and in St. John, New Brunswick, Canada, it's 56. Here's our weekend weather update at WPTV.
Your WPTV First Alert forecast calls for a pleasant start to your Friday morning. Temperatures starting off in the upper 60s to low 70s and mid 60s across our inland communities. Can't rule out a spotty shower or two for the morning commute, otherwise mainly dry for the first part of the day. This afternoon, highs reaching the upper 80s, muggy conditions with a 30% chance for showers and storms continuing through this evening. Tomorrow, highs in the mid to upper 80s, a mix of sun and clouds, and a 40% chance for scattered showers and storms. Even more showers and storms expected for Sunday and Monday.
I'm WPTV First Alert Meteorologist Katya Hall on WSTU AM 1450, Martin County's Heritage Station.
Do you have a suggestion for the show? Send us WSTU Morning Show at gmail.com. And now let's get back to the Get Up and Go show. Here's Evan and Bonnie.
7:29 on the Get Up and Go show with Evan and Bonnie. And you know, Bonnie, the talk of the town is what's happening tomorrow over at Clover Park, because the aroma is in the air. I can already smell the aroma of people cooking chili. And joining us on the line right now is Will Armstead. He heads up the Boys and Girls Clubs of St. Lucie County, and they are putting on this amazing event tomorrow over at Clover Park. Will, thanks so much for joining us. It's great to have you back again.
Thank you. Good morning.
By the way, it's
How
good
are you
to
guys?
I'm good. And it was good to see you in church the other night at Diesel, man. That was a great time, wasn't it?
Oh, I was fired up at Diesel. Oh, it was so good. And Mission Barbecue did a great job with the food, like always.
Yeah, definitely. They brought their A game, so to speak. But the A game, the real A game, is tomorrow at Clover Park, isn't it?
Oh, tomorrow's going to be fantastic. I was talking to my VP of philanthropy, and he said he expects 5,000 to 7,000.
5,000 to 7,000.
Then he added easily. That's what he said. I'm going to hold him to it.
Have you been practicing your chili making skills? Are you going to be preparing any chili tomorrow?
Well, here's the deal. You know what? I decided to kind of put the gloves up and give it to the teams. The teams have been working hard with their chili, and they have finally come up with what they're going to make. And I tasted their 3 chilies. And so we got our teams that are going to be making chili tomorrow.
It's going to be competitive because our very own Mr. G from WPSL is going to be making our chili too.
On the spot.
Yes, making everything right there.
Well, our teams are going to be making it on the spot too, so Mr. G better bring his A game.
oh, do I detect a little smack talking right there, Will? Am I detecting?
I'm just saying.
Mr. G, he does make a pretty good chili, though. So you will be getting some competition tomorrow, Will.
Okay.
Okay.
And the Halloween.
Listen, the Gen Zs are not afraid. Let me tell you.
We'll be putting on our scary faces for it.
Will, you have so much going on at Clover Park tomorrow for the big chili cook-off, and one of the highlighted events. It's the little kids. It's the Mr. and Miss Little Chili Pepper contest, isn't it?
It is. I mean, that's the fun part. This is a family-friendly event, so we get to everyone, from the 3-4-year-old all the way to the senior adult. Everyone can have fun. So that particular part of the event is always an exciting piece.
So we used to have the event at the Fenn Center, and you're saying that we're just going to bring the events at Clover Park.
I think it's outgrown the Fenn Center.
Maybe so, if you're expecting that many people in that range of 5,000. Yeah. Wow. And
yeah, it's exciting. I mean, just the event, the participation that we get from the community. Our business community is awesome. A&G Concrete Pools, I mean, they're bringing down the house for us. I mean, just huge sponsors, huge donors, and just the community rallying around each other on behalf of children and teens, which is what makes this event so wonderful.
A&G Concrete Pools, I can't wait to see their place because they're going to have 101 Dalmatians tomorrow.
I think they're going to bring a portable swimming pool and swim in chili, if you ask me.
Yeah, wouldn't that be cool, right?
That would be cool.
Hey, listen, Will, I saw that you recently got, and I wanted to bring this up, the Boys and Girls Club recently got a beautiful donation from a bank, didn't you?
We did, and I want to tell you, it's just been a phenomenal year. And that donation we got from the bank is for our workforce readiness program, which allows us to let kids work and not only let them work for us, but to earn dollars. So we do a lot of talking. We bring businesses in to work with the kids, but there's that one piece of ingredients that we got to make sure we do. We got to put some dollars in their pocket.
Yeah.
So that they can keep coming to us. They can learn about financial literacy and so on and so forth. So we're so appreciative of Bank of America's participation with us.
What was it? Was it $50,000 they donated?
It was $50,000. The very nice thing about it is it wasn't just the money, but it was also the leadership opportunities we will have over the 2022 year. We'll be able to go to some seminars. We'll be able to learn some things and meet some really exciting people through Bank of America.
Wow. All right.
And I wonder how much money we're going to generate tomorrow with this chili cook-off.
Big time.
I know in years past it's brought in, so much for the Boys and Girls Club, and it's a great cook-off and just a great event to walk around, buy some chili, buy some corn dogs, some hot dogs. You've got the Show Us Your Chili Dog in this year's event too. How do people?
That's going to be so much fun.
How do people get involved with that and showing off their chili dog, Will?
Well, you know what? They could call us at 772-460-9918, or they can go to our website, www.bgcofslc.org, and all of the information is there. And then they can get in contact with Michelle Oakley, who is leading and heading this chili cook-off for us.
It's a great addition for people to maybe want to show off their pets and dress up their dogs to match their theme for love of all things chili this year.
Will, a lot of people don't realize that the Boys and Girls Club needs things for all the youth to be able to succeed at the club, and you guys rely on these donations to be able to purchase things like supplies and just anything imaginable that these kids, the ping pong tables, the balls, the bats, the this, that, the other, food, snacks,
To keep
and
it like going
yeah,
all
to keep
year
it going
round,
all
right,
year long.
Evan?
And events like this chili cook-off help raise money to be able to succeed and be able to furnish these things for the kids, right, Will?
Yeah, absolutely, Evan and Bonnie. You guys hit it right on the head. But we're taking it a step further because we want to make sure that our young people are ready for their future, right? We
Mhm.
want to make sure that they're living a healthy lifestyle, that they're on track for graduation, and that they have good character and citizenship. And that's going to work right into the work field. We want to make sure that we're being inclusive in terms of how we are working with our young people. So you're going to see going into 2022, we're going to up our game in terms of the programs that we offer our kids. I do want to share one quick story. Our kids are going to have the opportunity to go to Emory Riddle next week to talk about drone training.
Mhm.
And we're going to have a group of kids that are going to learn how to do that. And it's going to help them if they want to become a drone pilot.
Oh, wow.
And it's a good field to get in right now. So we're taking our game to the next level.
That's exciting.
That really, really is. And you know what, Will? I can't wait to come out to see some of these booths tomorrow with the Halloween themes. The one I'm really
Yes.
interested in is Hands Clinic. They're doing the Coco theme from. Of course, we at WPSL, WSTU have our pumpkin patch theme going on, and we're going to see some cool witches, I bet, at Seacoast Bank, where their theme is Hocus Pocus tomorrow. So it's
Yes.
like not only can you eat up all this great chili, come out and help the Boys and Girls Club, but it's going to be really fun seeing all of these different Halloween themes at everybody's booth. It's going to be so
I'm
amazing.
jealous that I can't be there. I am,
and
because I'm going to be, where I'm going to be tomorrow.
I
I'm
know,
going to be swimming with fish.
You're going to be swimming, and
I'll be swimming with fish, swimming in chili.
that's going to be scary enough. We hope you're coming back.
That's awesome. No, that sounds fun.
Yeah, I'm going to Discovery Cove. I'm going to me and the wife are going to go. We've had this plan for quite some time, so I'm sorry I can't be there, but I know that Mitch is going, and his lovely better half are going to be snapping away.
Oh, Mitch takes the photos.
Oh my gosh.
Incredible
Job he does with all his photos.
He does.
Great photojournalist, and I'm sure there's going to be probably hundreds of pictures posted.
There might be some scary pictures of me too, even though I'm not dressing up for Halloween, or I might.
Will, are you going to dress
That's
up in a costume tomorrow, Will?
You know what? It's undecided at this point.
Okay.
Undecided. I usually dress up in something.
Okay.
I remember one year I was a chili. Another year I was something else.
All
So
right.
it just all depends.
All right. Very good. Very good.
So what time does the fun start tomorrow, Will?
It starts at 11 o'clock.
Okay.
Right on.
And it goes to what, about 4 o'clock?
It goes until 4 o'clock.
Okay. Admission is free. Am I correct?
Admission is free.
And if you want to sample the chili, you pay. If I remember correctly, you pay a certain fee, and you get to sample the chili, right?
Exactly. And it's a nominal fee too.
All right, man, that's going to be incredible.
It's going to be some really good stuff going on. I can hardly wait for it. And I might even get up early tomorrow morning after my run and try to put on some Halloween makeup. I'm always afraid to do that sort of thing because I'm afraid it's going to come on wrong or stupid looking.
Nah.
But maybe I should just get up and try,
Just
right?
do it.
Just
Why not?
do it and
just, you know what? Be a
even-
mime. Paint your face white and do a little black lines.
Yeah.
And there you go. You're all good to go.
Or I got this little kit where I got little pointy ears like an elf.
Okay.
And I can put the pointy ears
All
on
right.
and make my face look sort of elfish.
Bonnie
I
the
guess.
elf. Bonnie the elf.
Something
There
like
you
that.
There you go. All right, so make sure to come on out, folks. It's the big chili cook-off. It's all happening tomorrow at Clover Park. It all gets underway at 11 o'clock in the morning, and it goes all the way to 4 o'clock. There's events for everybody, children of all ages, adults for all ages. And the best part about it, the admission is free, but if you want to sample the food, you got to pay a small little fee, and you'll get to taste all the chili. And of course, those people that are making chili on site will be in the contest. And this year, I'm going to make a prediction, Will, of who's going to win it this year. All right.
Okay, make a prediction.
My prediction is WPSL is going to take the trophy home.
Well, can I just throw something out there?
Sure.
Not because they're a Gen Z group, but I'm telling you right now, the teens, if they don't win, they're going to be a close second, third, or fourth.
That's okay. The most important part is everybody participating, and we're raising money for a good cause. It's not a matter of who wins, who loses. At the end of the day, it's all for the Boys and Girls Clubs.
And just don't say Beetlejuice 3 times.
Yes.
You just might show up to make or eat your chili.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
But it's all for the Boys and Girls Clubs.
Yes.
All right. Well, hey, this morning, we greatly appreciate it, and we'll talk to you soon. And best of luck with your event tomorrow.
Yes. Thank you so much. You guys have an awesome day.
Have a great day, Will. We'll talk to you soon. All right. Bye-bye. It is 7:43 right now on the Get Up and Go show. It's time for news. So let's go to the news desk. It's all brought to you by St. Lucie Jewelry and Coin for the best deals in town on precious metals. It's always St. Lucie Jewelry and Coin. Bonnie standing by with the morning headlines. Good morning, Bonnie.
Good morning to you, Evan. The FBI confirmed Thursday night the remains found at the T. Mabry Carlton Jr. Memorial Reserve are those of Brian Laundrie. WPTV's Josh Navarro was outside the Laundrie home last night with the story.
Laundrie family home behind me, you see it there, is all quiet tonight after authorities confirmed the remains found in the Carlton Reserve are those of their son. The FBI says dental records confirm the remains found at the Carlton Reserve Wilderness Park are those of Brian Laundrie. The FBI did not list a cause of death, and it wasn't clear how long the remains may have been submerged in water. Tonight, their family attorney spoke on behalf of the Laundries.
Chris and Roberta Laundrie are parents. They are just people. They have feelings. They have children. One of their children have just been confirmed as dead. It's sad under any circumstances. Gabby Petito notwithstanding, for any family, for any parent out there, this is a loss of a loved one. They're grieving.
Laundrie's parents took part in the search with the FBI and Northport police yesterday and found a backpack and notebook believed to belong to him. Authorities continued to search the area earlier today and called the zone treacherous conditions.
These are very, very difficult conditions. I mean, you're searching in areas that you just can't walk up and look. It's not like you're searching a house or a car. These areas are huge and they're covered by water.
The 23-year-old was reported missing over a month ago, and he was the only named person of interest of his fiancée, Gabby Petito. Her body was found in Wyoming after the couple spent the summer on a cross-country drive. Laundrie's parents told investigators that after their son returned to Florida without Petito, he headed into the woods and never came home.
It's hard. I've cried some tears for Gabby. It's sad. It's a sad story. It's sad. The whole thing is sad. All of it.
And meantime, the Petito family has not released any kind of statement that is regarding today's developments. For now, we're live in Northport. I'm Josh Navarro, WPTV News Channel 5.
The Martin County Tax Collector's Office has been closed countywide for several days, causing frustration and confusion for people who need access to its services. WPTV's Megan McRoberts has more.
People coming to the tax collector's office today just came up to a locked door and a vague sign saying that network services are being updated, but there is no more information right now as to how long the offices will be closed, and there has been overall very little communication to residents, but a nearby county is stepping in to help in the meantime.
Oh, wow.
Outside the Martin County Tax Collector's Office Thursday, one person after another walks up to a locked door and a sign telling them the office is closed for network updating.
If it's a computer issue, how long it's going to take? A couple of days?
This is Gregory Agopian's second day in a row trying to get renewed tags.
Nobody knows anything.
Others trying to replace a lost license.
I'm frustrated. I mean, I took it in case I might get stopped by a cop. So, I mean, the best thing I could do is take a picture of the sign.
And a dad trying to get their daughter squared away with a new car.
How can this whole office be closed?
Martin County's tax collector hasn't commented in depth about what happened to the computers.
At my job, if I had a server down, I'd be unemployed. This is unacceptable.
There are also no updates on the main website warning customers they're closed, just a Facebook post about network issues and a voicemail if someone happens to call ahead of time. Gregory says he understands technical problems happen, but is frustrated by the minimal communication.
But I checked my phone today, and it says open, close at 4 o'clock. So that's what I came.
St. Lucie County's tax collector got wind of the issues in Martin County, so they say they reached out to Martin County and offered to help with some of its services. Many of these customers decided to make that extra 30-minute drive north to St. Lucie, not wanting to risk the unknown wait that remains to resume services here.
No, we got time, I guess. It'd probably been nice if there was something out there ahead of time.
Now, there are still some limited services available at specific offices around the county. We've put all of that information on our website, WPTV.com. In Martin County, I'm Megan McRoberts, WPTV News Channel 5.
Van Morrison has added a second performance at the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Hollywood. Morrison was already scheduled to perform February 12th at 8 p.m. at the Hard Rock Live. Now fans of the Brown Eyed Girls singer will get a second opportunity to see him in concert at a show the night before, also scheduled for 8 p.m. The February 12th concert is sold out, but a news release from the Seminole Hard Rock announced that the second show was added due to popular demand. Tickets will go on sale already this morning at 10. They range in price from $55 to $235. And to find out more, go to SeminoleHardRockHollywood.com. Lastly, it was a tense, or actually it could be a tense weekend in Daytona Beach as some unwanted visitors arrive. Today marks the start of a celebration of monster trucks called Trucktoberfest. It's an unsanctioned event, and officials and some residents wish organizers would take it elsewhere. And the LA Dodgers keep fighting their way back as they clobbered the Atlanta Braves in Game 5, 11-2. The Dodgers' Chris Taylor blasts 3 home runs. Atlanta led the series 3-2. Scheduled now for Saturday in Atlanta. The Houston Astros, they seek to close out the Boston Red Sox tonight in Houston. Game 6 will start at 8:08. The Astros lead that series 3-2. We have high school football action on the air for you tonight, both on WPSL and WSTU at 6:40. Get set for Dwyer at Martin County High School football. News time 7:49 with weather and traffic together next.
$7:50 right now on the Get Up and Go show with Evan and Bonnie. It's time for traffic and weather together. Here's Bonnie with a peek outside.
Well, Evan, we're finding a nice Friday morning ride for us, including US 1, the major highways, all nice and clear right here. Everything up to speed on your Friday morning. And that's your latest look at traffic. It's really ideal, too, out up. Stewart right now has 72 and a nice 69 degrees this morning in Port St. Lucie. Here's more on the forecast from WPTV.
Your WPTV First Alert forecast calls for a pleasant start to your Friday morning. Temperatures starting off in the upper 60s to low 70s and mid 60s across our inland communities. Can't rule out a spotty shower or two for the morning commute, otherwise mainly dry for the first part of the day. This afternoon, highs reaching the upper 80s, muggy conditions with a 30% chance for showers and storms continuing through this evening. Tomorrow, highs in the mid to upper 80s, a mix of sun and clouds, and a 40% chance for scattered showers and storms. Even more showers and storms expected for Sunday and Monday.
I'm WPTV First Alert meteorologist Katya Hall on WSTU AM 1450, Martin County's Heritage Station.
Coming to you live from Stuart, Florida, the greatest little town in the world. It's the award-winning, critically acclaimed Get Up and Go show on AM 1450 WSTU. You're invited to call the show anytime at 772-220-9788. And now, broadcasting live from their palatial studios, here are your hosts, Evan and Bonnie.
Thank you very much, Mr. Announcer. It is Friday.
I am physically here, so that's something.
Okay, I'm glad you're physically here.
What the Rock is cooking.
I hope you're cooking chili.
Go ahead. Make my day.
I will definitely make you day by telling you that it's 8:09 right now. Mr. Clock, would you please certify?
It's now 8:09 a.m.
It's now time for Bonnie's Best Bets for the weekend. Bonnie has all the latest and greatest things for you to do all around the Treasure Coast. And now, here's Bonnie.
And good morning. And we all know by now that we're going to be eating chili tomorrow. You can eat chili all weekend, really, if you want.
All week.
And there's going to be enough chili at this chili cook-off tomorrow that you can probably bring some home, enjoy some there. Evan, I used to take some into my coworkers after making the chili.
Yeah.
And Mr. G might be doing that. But that goes on tomorrow, a chili cook-off. It's the 39th annual.
Wow.
And
incredible.
We're really excited for it to take place for the first time at Clover Park, where, of course, we have the St. Lucie Mets. They always make the chili, too. I remember one year we were at the Fenn Center, and the St. Lucie Mets won that thing.
Yeah.
And they had some really terrific chili going on.
Mm-hmm.
So for the Boys and Girls Club, the theme is Halloween. So bring the kids out, see the excitement as people are, decorating the booths with their favorite Halloween character, maybe a memory, activity, movie, or a scary story. And they also are allowing you to show your chili dog this year for the event, where you can dress your pet up for a chance to win some prizes. Yeah. Oh, that reminded me of, why did that remind me of Hong Kong Phooey at the moment? Wasn't there a little hound dog?
Hong Kong Phooey.
Hong Kong Phooey.
Yeah,
and,
Mr. Hong Kong
and
Phooey.
he had a little hound dog too, didn't he? Or some sort of thing.
Yeah.
And now with your pet, dress your pet, all you have to do is upload pictures maybe of, say, your pet to your Facebook or your Instagram page. Tag Boys and Girls Clubs of St. Lucie County and be sure to include the hashtag BGCSL Chili Dog in your post. So going to be some good eating come tomorrow, 11 to 4 at Clover Park in Port St. Lucie. Hey, you know what? We can't leave out Martin County. It's going to be cool tonight. They're having Spooktacular Night at the park, and this is going to be at Memorial Park on Ocean Avenue in Stuart, and you can trick or treat along the Spooky Trail. It's going to be hosted by J.D. Parker, that is. They're going to have a haunted house, and they're saying not for the faint-hearted.
Wow.
Have you been inside of scary house lately, Evan?
I don't do those things.
Any scary houses?
No, the only scary house is my house right now.
I remember the scary.
With all the crap going on.
You have the situation going
Oh
on.
my gosh, a water heater, the house in disarray. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
Oh man.
Go ahead, continue.
That is some spooky moments right there.
Yeah.
But I think one of the spookiest ones I was in was when I've gone down to Fright Nights in the West Palm Beach area. And that continues too for another weekend. They're having their big haunted houses. But we have one here tonight in Stuart. And this is going to be at a Memorial Park, Ocean Avenue in Stuart. Like I said, not for the faint-hearted of a haunted house. You can also enter a costume contest there tonight. Watch a movie. They're having a great one night at the museum. Great Halloween movie theme there. It starts at 7:30 with free popcorn plus a food concession stand. Absolutely free.
Wow.
Come out for that fun tonight in Stuart.
All right.
It's amazing.
Very good. Very good.
Of course, we have the big event is the chili cook-off. I think a huge event happening too next weekend in Port St. Lucie is from our friend Joe at the Mid-Florida Event Center. Next weekend is when they're having the Fall Fun Fest there.
Oh, that's going to be fun.
Where we can celebrate 3 big nights or days, 2 of Halloween. And their venue includes live music, carnival rides, arts and crafts vendors, even a fortune teller is going to be out there, a magician too. That's going to be really cool.
Fall Festival is always a good time out there at the Mid-Florida Event Center.
It's great because they have such a big area out there, like right there on the corner of Midport and US 1. And you can really just walk around outside, enjoy the fall fresh air. And that Fall Fun Fest too will be going on next week. Do you
Very
want to
cool.
hear about music?
Of course. It's the best bets. Got to hear about everything, everything and anything.
Where did I put that? We had that big Van Morrison story. Where did I put that? Where
Somewhere.
Van Morrison has been rescheduled at the Hard Rock Live. Not rescheduled. His
Added a second date.
second date, February 12th was that date. Now they've added a second performance for Van Morrison on Friday, February 11 at 8 p.m. The tickets go on sale in just less than a couple hours at 10 this morning.
Wow.
So another date to see.
I can't believe he's still alive.
He's 76.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
You know, you can't believe these magicians are still going and going. Did I say magician?
Yeah, you did.
Maybe that's why they keep going, because they are
keep
magicians.
Wow. It's a marvelous day for a moon dance.
But I'm telling you,
Wow.
tickets, they're going to range in price from $55 to $235.
Okay.
And an extra day to see Van Morrison down
Okay.
there. Go to SeminoleHardRockHollywood.com. Do you like that Latin beat?
Oh, are you kidding? Come on. I'm half Puerto Rican. What are you kidding?
You guys should go. But of course, you're going the other way later on today. But down in Miami, down south, Enrique Iglesias and Ricky Martin performing together. The Latin duo.
Are you serious? Both of them together?
Yeah.
Wow. That's going to be incredible.
Right. They're going to be at the FTX Arena tonight at 7:30
Okay.
with a special guest.
Shake your bonbon, shake your bonbon.
That should be fun, right? And
Yeah.
it would be fun too. Like, you ever wonder if you go to something like this and like Gloria Estefan all of a sudden comes out and joins them on stage.
Anything is possible.
You just never know. But that's tonight. Trevor Noah, the host of the Emmy Award-winning The Daily Show on Comedy Central, he's going to be performing at the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino tonight. And that show is at 8. Tickets will start at $46.
Wow, that's incredible.
And here's something that's right up your alley. Maybe you'll be watching this in the hotel room tonight, you and Rachel.
Talk to me.
While you're there. I know you're a lover of these movies.
Oh, gosh, the Hallmark Channel.
Yeah.
Yeah. Countdown to Hallmark Christmas, right?
It starts tonight.
Oh, no, you're kidding. Are you serious?
You're gonna be in the
Get
hotel
outta
room
here.
trying to get it, aren't you?
I got to call the Hampton and see if they get the Hallmark Channel.
I bet they have it too. I bet
Otherwise, I'll be
they'll-
bringing my laptop with me. Tell me about that. I want to hear more about that.
They're going to begin with a Christmas movie tonight. You, Me, and the Christmas Trees.
Oh, my
Have you
gosh.
seen that one?
No, I haven't.
You probably know the synopsis already, don't you?
Yeah, probably.
That lonely girl
Yeah.
goes back to her
I watch all them
hometown.
damn movies. They're so good.
She starts dating her
Yeah.
ex-fiance of years back.
Yeah.
Now he's a plumber.
Yep.
And he comes over and helps her with her plumbing.
Yep.
And all of a sudden,
I bet he helps her with her plumbing. All right.
my gosh.
See what you started, Bonnie?
Boy.
Then there's the mistletoe after the plumbing.
These cast members, though, of this one tonight, Danica McKellar's in that one. She was Winnie Cooper from The Wonder Years.
Okay.
Jason Hervey was from The Wonder Years, too.
Okay,
He was
okay.
the older brother. They're in
Okay.
this one together. And there's going to be 41 new holiday films to enjoy this year on Hallmark.
Wow.
Isn't that a lovely thing?
It is. And as you know, the way you just said that, there was like some snide in there.
I don't know.
Isn't that just a lovely thing?
I don't know. There's something
Did
wrong.
I detect a little smirkiness out of you on
I
that?
might be missing a chromosome or something because I'm one of the few females that get into these. You know, when I start watching.
What, the Hallmark Channel?
You almost got to take a gun to my head for me to watch a Lifetime movie too lately.
Are you serious? You don't. Wait a minute. So you don't watch the Hallmark Channel? You don't watch the Christmas stuff?
I haven't been.
Bonnie, where have you been? What rock are you under? My gosh.
I don't know. I might have to try it. I
Wow.
might just have to try it.
I'm addicted to the Hallmark Channel.
Are you?
It's kind of like it's like those shows that Rachel watches.
Yeah.
The CSI and all those other shows, the one that goes dum dum.
Those I could
dum,
probably
dum.
handle maybe a little bit more. That might be a step above.
See, like there'll be
Hallmark, but-
marathons on TV, like
Yeah.
on the weekends.
Yeah.
And I'll finish watching one, and then I'll go to change the channel because I'm done watching it, and then
Right.
they roll right into the next one, and they hook you with the plot. Like within 60 seconds, the plot's already been set, and now you have to sit there and you have to watch another damn hour of that show
Yeah,
to keep going.
actually, I shouldn't put you and Rachel under the bus because I've been doing something worse than you both have.
All right, what's
I've been
that?
watching reruns of back in 2005 when the OC was on.
Oh yeah, you're hooked on that one, huh?
So Gary's like in the living room, and he can hear coming from the bedroom over and over, California, here we come.
Oh my
Right
gosh.
back where we started
Oh
from.
my gosh.
But I'm into the OC right now, so
All right.
that's even worse than
That's all right.
Hallmark
Nothing
and all
wrong with
that
that. Nothing wrong
jazz.
with that. All right. Well, that's good. Good.
Got one more thing
All
on the
right.
agenda, a nightmarish tale to tell.
Mm-hmm.
Nancy's house from the first two A Nightmare on Elm Street movies is up for sale.
All right.
If you dare. It's located in Los Angeles, listed for $3.25 million.
Mm-hmm.
Offers are being accepted until midnight on Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, Freddy's coming for you.
3, 4 out the door.
Now you can own a piece of A Nightmare on Elm Street history.
Wow.
In Los Angeles, 3 bedrooms, 3.5 bathrooms. It also has a guest house and a pool in the backyard.
All right, very good. There you go. Bonnie's best bets for the Treasure Coast and the surrounding areas. Great job there. All right, appreciate that.
And some outer areas.
Yeah,
as
the
well.
surrounding outer areas. There you go. It's time for the Precious Metals Report. It's all brought to you by St. Lucie Jewelry and Coin. Gold opening up at $1,793.20 an ounce. And silver opening up $24.28 an ounce. That's Precious Metals Report. It's brought to you by St. Lucie Jewelry and Coin. $8:21 right now on the Get Up and Go show with Evan and Bonnie. It's time for news. Let's go to the news desk where Bonnie's standing by with the morning headlines. Good morning, Bonnie.
Good morning, Evan. The FBI in Denver is confirming that human remains found earlier this week are those of Brian Laundrie, the person of interest in the murder of his fiancée, Gabby Petito.
The partial remains were found on Wednesday at the Sarasota County Nature Preserve, where police had been hunting for Laundrie for several weeks. The area where the remains were uncovered was previously underwater in the dense and swampy park. Laundrie's parents told police back in mid-September that their son had gone hiking in the 25,000-acre alligator-infested Carlton Reserve, and that was around the time that Gabby Petito's body was found near Grand Teton National Park in Wyoming. I'm Reed Shepard.
Governor Ron DeSantis is coming to the defense of the Orange County firefighter who was fired in connection with COVID vaccine mandates. That firefighter, Stephen Davis, appeared with the governor in Clearwater.
2 days ago, I was terminated for what I believe to be an unlawful order.
DeSantis says the state will join firefighters who are suing Orange County over its employee vaccine mandate. Mayor Jerry Deming says, bring it on. The Martin County Tax Collector's Office has been closed countywide for several days, causing frustration and confusion for people who need access to its services. WPTV's Megan McRoberts has more.
People coming to the tax collector's office today just came up to a locked door and a vague sign saying that network services are being updated, but there is no more information right now as to how long the office will be closed, and there has been overall very little communication to residents, but a nearby county is stepping in to help in the meantime. Oh, wow. Outside the Martin County tax collector's office Thursday, one person after another walks up to a locked door and a telling them the office is closed for network updating.
If it's a computer issue, how long it's gonna take? Couple of days?
This is Gregory Agopian's second day in a row trying to get renewed tags.
Nobody knows anything.
Others trying to replace a lost license.
I'm frustrated. I mean, I took it in case I might get stopped by a cop. So, I mean, the best thing I could do is take a picture of the sign.
And a dad trying to get their daughter squared away with a new car.
How can this whole office be closed?
Martin County's tax collector hasn't commented in depth about what happened to the computers.
At my job, if I had a server down, this is unacceptable.
There are also no warning customers they're closed, just a Facebook post about network issues and a voicemail if someone happens to call ahead of time. Gregory says he understands technical problems happen, but is frustrated by the minimal communication.
But I checked my phone today and it says open, close at 4 o'clock. So that's what I came.
St. Lucie County's tax collector got wind of the issues in Martin County, so they say they reached out to Martin County and offered to help with some of its services. Many of these customers decided to make that extra 30-minute drive north to St. Lucie, not wanting to risk the unknown wait that remains to resume services here.
No, we got time, I guess. It'd probably been nice if there was something out there ahead of time.
Now, there are still some limited services available at specific offices around the county. We've put all of that information on our website, WPTV.com. In Martin County, I'm Megan McRoberts, WPTV, News Channel 5.
A cinematographer was killed on a movie set when Alec Baldwin's prop gun misfired. The movie's director was also injured and rushed to the hospital. It's not clear exactly what happened. The gun was loaded with blanks. The movie is called Rust, and it was shooting at a ranch in New Mexico when the accident occurred. Cinematographer Halna Hutchins was killed, and director Joel Souza was rushed to the hospital where he was in critical condition as of last night. Not much else is known at this point except that the gun was supposedly loaded with blanks. And lastly, thieves are targeting construction sites in Polk County. The sheriff's office counts 107 thefts at construction sites this year, which is already 11 more than all of last year. In the NFL last night, the Cleveland Browns beat the Denver Broncos in Cleveland. That score was 17-14. And also, what's happening with the New York Giants? Well, New York Giants coach Joe Judge isn't putting the blame elsewhere for his team's 1-5 start. He's looking right in the mirror. There's your answer. I'm the head coach. It's my responsibility, point blank, Judge said on Thursday. Every player on this field, every position group, the execution, it all comes down to me. The fish stinks from the head down. Our news time is 8:26, and we'll have weather and traffic together next.
$8:27 right now in the Get Up and Go show with Evan and Bonnie. It's time for traffic and weather together. Bonnie has another look outside. Bonnie?
Well, Evan, it looks like there's some backup on the turnpike this morning due to some road construction because we're not finding an accident there from the Florida Highway Patrol. But we did have Gary phone in this morning. Thank you, Gary. Backup on the turnpike southbound right before Becker Road. There is definitely some traffic backup in that area. So if you're getting on the turnpike heading southbound, give yourself some extra time this morning. There's a bit of backup, and it's looking like it's due to some road construction this morning. If you see something, say something. Call us at 220-9788, 220-WSTU. It is 72 in Palm City, and in Burford, England this morning, 49. Here's our weekend weather from WPTV.
Your WPTV First Alert forecast calls for a pleasant start to your Friday morning. Temperatures starting off in the upper 60s to low 70s and mid 60s across our inland communities. Can't rule out a spotty shower or two for the morning commute, otherwise mainly dry for the first part of the day. This afternoon, highs reaching the upper 80s, muggy conditions with a 30% chance for showers and storms continuing through this evening. Tomorrow, highs in the mid to upper 80s, a mix of sun and clouds, and a 40% chance for scattered showers and storms. Even more showers and storms expected for Sunday and Monday.
I'm WPTV First Alert Meteorologist Katya Hall on WSTU AM 1450, Martin County's Heritage Station.
You're listening to the Get Up and Go Show with Evan and Bonnie on Martin County's Heritage Station, AM 1450 WSTU. Now let's get back to the program with Evan and Bonnie.
8:31 on the Get Up and Go Show with Evan and Bonnie. And without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and space cadets all around Martin County, it's time for the Space Report. Without further ado, here's the man with a plan who just got promoted, not demoted, the one and only Captain Randy Siegel. Good morning, Randy. Or should I say good morning, Captain?
Either way, Commander, will work for me.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. You know, it was 1946 that the Earth had its first picture taken from outer space? Yep, it was a German V-2 rocket that the Americans had acquired and put a camera on board, and the first pictures were taken on this date in history. Also, in the next coming days, we have the anniversary of the Soviet Union's Luna 12 mission. That was a mission that landed on the moon and was successful. It was 1968 that the final X-15 flight took place. That was a spacecraft, actually an airplane that was flown by William Knight, and it had over 100 successful flights, helping us understand the upper atmosphere better than ever before. In 1975, we had the landing of the lander that took place on Venus, the Venus 9 spacecraft. Deep Space One, spacecraft designed to give us more information on asteroids and comets, was launched in 1998. 2001, the 2001 Mars Odyssey program arrived at Mars. China had their Chang'e 1 vehicle go into orbit around the moon, giving China a new foothold to understand what's going on above us and around us. And it was 2012, made his first flight into space with Yevgeny Tarelkin and Kevin Ford. Rocket Labs, who has a composite launch vehicle, says that they intend to launch from the Bahi Peninsula in New Zealand as spacecraft. And the hope is they can recover that spacecraft as far as the launch vehicle goes and successfully reuse it. They would like to be in a position to start catching those vehicles using a helicopter catching the parachute and then reuse the vehicles. Certainly a different approach than SpaceX is using. China has said that they are currently not testing out the nuclear capability of the hypersonic missile. If the hypersonic missile is one that launches and goes into space and at a low orbit travels many miles per hour, thus relatively undetected, or the ability to intercept it becomes much more difficult. Well, the Chinese say that they're not working on it, but we know they are, as well as the United States doing the same thing. Zero Gravity has been carrying out airplane rides for paraplegics, people with disabilities. The inside of one of their aircraft is designed to go into a parabolic mode, which will allow them to have weightlessness for the passengers inside. This has been very good for some of these individuals who may never go into space, but can still be in a position to feel the weightlessness that takes place for 34 seconds at a time. Usually they'll fly about 15 parabolas like that in order to get the weightless feeling for the people inside. Luna 27 will be launched for Russia on a new Angara rocket from their Vazhny Space Center. That launch is not expected to happen for a couple of years because the vehicle has been switched. Originally, it was supposed to fly on a Soyuz 2 rocket, but now they're going to fly it on the Angara. NASA administration says that they will not change the name of the James Webb Space Telescope. James Webb is a space telescope that'll give us a lot of data dating all the way back to the origin of the solar system with its telescope. However, the name James Webb has come under a bit of scrutiny because the State Department said that back in the day, that a purge of the Department of LGBTQ employees was caused by James Webb. However, NASA says that's not true, and they have no intention of changing the name of that space telescope. Israel and the United Arab Emirates have signed a historic deal to rocket up the Beresheet 2 spacecraft to the moon. The astronauts on board the International Space Station have been extremely busy because last night they undocked and redocked one of their Progress vehicles. The Progress 78 away from the space station, undocked from the Rosfet module a couple of days ago, and then redocked automatically to the new Nayuka module. They're now doing pressure tests to make sure that everything is sealed and fine but it appears to be a very good test showing that Russia is able to use a vehicle in one location and then move it around to another location with no problems. It also validates the fact that there are now more docking ports for vehicles to go on the International Space Station. Before the year is out, we should see another launch from Russia of the Preachel module, which will add even additional docking ports to the space station. So currently, everything is looking extremely good. Space Adventures, the company that wants to provide tourists to go to the space station, says that the movie crew that has returned from the station has shown that they can do this in good fashion without having to have a lot of time spent preparing them for flight. They say that now, as a result of what took place with Yulia Parasite and Klim Sherpenko, that more space tourists may be coming in a rather quick fashion as the inquiries have increased dramatically to do so. Lastly, we want to tell you that SpaceX was successful in testing their major Raptor engine that they'll use to go to the moon and out to Mars. We'll tell you more about that on Monday, along with whatever else is going on. So until then, have a great day, everybody.
That's Randy Siegel with the Space Report. He's on the program each and every weekday, Monday through Friday at this time. Without further ado, it's time to go to news, brought to you by St. Lucie Jewelry and Coin. Bonnie standing by with the headlines.
The FBI confirmed on Thursday evening the remains found at the T. Mabry Carlton Jr. Memorial Reserve are those of Brian Laundrie. WPTV's Josh Navarro was outside the Laundrie home last night with the story.
The Laundrie family home behind me, you see it there, is all quiet tonight after authorities confirmed the remains found in the Carlton Reserve are those of their son. The FBI says dental records confirm the remains found at the Carlton Reserve Wilderness Park are those of Brian Laundrie. The FBI did not list a cause of death, and it wasn't clear how long the remains may have been submerged in water. Tonight, their family attorney spoke on behalf of the Laundries.
Chris and Roberta Laundrie are parents. They are just people. They have feelings. They have children. One of their children have just been confirmed as dead. It's sad under any circumstances. Gabby Petito notwithstanding, for any family, for any parent out there, this is a loss of a loved one. They're grieving.
Laundrie's parents took part in the search with the FBI and Northport police yesterday and found a backpack and notebook believed to belong to him. Authorities continued to search the area earlier today and called the zone treacherous conditions.
These are very, very difficult conditions. I mean, you're searching in areas that you just can't walk up and look. It's not like you're searching a house or a car. These areas are huge and they're covered by water.
The 23-year-old was reported missing over a month ago, and he was the only named person of interest after the strangulation death of his fiancée, Gabby Petito. Her body was found in Wyoming after the couple spent the summer on a cross-country drive. Laundrie's parents told investigators that after their son returned to Florida without Petito, he headed into the woods and never came home.
It's hard. I've cried some tears for Gabby. It's sad. It's a sad story. It's sad. The whole thing is sad. All of it.
And meantime, the Petito family has not released any kind of statement that is regarding today's developments. For now, we're live in Northport. I'm Josh Navarro, WPTV News Channel 5.
The next challenge to Florida's mask mandate ban in public schools is now underway. WPTV's Capitol reporter Forrest Saunders has this story.
The last few weeks haven't been easy for school board members like Roseanne Wood.
Nobody likes to lose their salary, and myself included.
But outside the courtroom Thursday, she told us why she's among those fighting to overturn that health department rule requiring parental opt-outs at risk of financial penalty.
If I have to lose my salary and we saved one kid from going to the hospital or one employee, then
these 6 districts believe the same, bringing the rule challenge before an administrative law judge over the next 2 days. In opening statements, schools alleging the health department exceeded its authority, that it didn't follow proper protocol when crafting the regulation as an emergency rule. COVID cases declining at the time.
There was just no immediate
danger at that point.
That's plaintiff's attorney Jamie Cole.
The process they used was really no process. There was no public notice, no hearing, nothing at all.
The state says everything was above board.
The department made a reasonable determination.
Defense attorney Jason Gonzalez telling the judge there was an immediate danger and health officials couldn't wait 40 to 60 days for regular rulemaking. Also that the health department has discretion when it comes to mitigation.
They drew the line with parents having the ability to opt out. The parents know their child the best. The parents may know things that the school districts testified they're not even allowed to find out.
Judge Brian Newman will have final say once testimony wraps Friday. And while a bench ruling is possible, Newman says he wants time to review the evidence before making a decision.
Thieves are targeting construction sites in Polk County. The sheriff's office counts 107 thefts at construction sites this year, which is already 11 more than all of last year. India celebrated giving its billionth COVID-19 vaccine dose on Thursday, a hopeful milestone for the South Asian country where the Delta variant fueled a crushing surge earlier this year and missteps initially held back its inoculation campaign. About half of India's nearly 1.4 billion people have received at least one dose, while around 20% are fully immunized, according to Our World in Data. A salmonella outbreak tied to onions has sickened more than 650 people in 37 states. U.S. health officials said the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention said at least 129 people have been hospitalized. No one has died. Nearly all the illnesses were reported in August and September, and the largest numbers of cases were in Texas and Oklahoma. The outbreak has been traced to whole red, white, and yellow onions imported from Chihuahua, Mexico, and distributed throughout the United States by ProSource Incorporated. And lastly, Nancy's house is up for sale. That's Nancy's house from the first two A Nightmare on Elm Street movies. It's located in Los Angeles and it listed for $3.25 million. Offers are being accepted until midnight on Halloween. 1-2, Freddy's coming for you. Yes, now you have A Nightmare on Elm Street history. In LA has 3 bedrooms and 3.5 bathrooms. It also has a guest house and a pool in the backyard. The Heat, they're making a statement to begin the season. Wow, they blasted the NBA champion Milwaukee Bucks 137-95 at Miami last night. Now tonight in Orlando, the Magic are hosting the New York Knicks in their home opener. College football this weekend finds UCF hosting Memphis tonight. Tomorrow, Miami clashes with NC State and Florida State entertains UMass. Florida has the weekend off. News time is 8:46 with weather and traffic together next.
$8:47 right now on the Get Up and Go show with Evan and Bonnie. It's time for traffic and weather together for a final look outside. And here's Bonnie.
Well, there is an accident this morning. It is to the south of us and expecting the northbound travelers on I-95. This vehicle crash is on I-95 northbound at Donald Ross Road and Palm Beach Gardens. You're going to see activity in that area as the crash is blocking the left 2 lanes. So there's a tie-up I-95 northbound at Donald Ross Road and Palm Beach Gardens. And we did see traffic moving slowly this morning right here on the Turnpike southbound, right around the Becker Road area due to some road construction. There's a little bit of traffic backup on that Turnpike southbound this morning. If you see something, always say something. Tell us 220-9788-220-WSTU. 73 degrees here in Stewart. It's a clear sky in Park City, Utah, and 38. Here's our weekend weather update. WPTV.
Your WPTV First Alert forecast calls for a pleasant start to your Friday morning. Temperatures starting off in the upper 60s to low 70s and mid 60s across our inland communities. Can't rule out a spotty shower or two for the morning commute, otherwise mainly dry for the first part of the day. This afternoon, highs reaching the upper 80s, muggy conditions with a 30% chance for showers and storms continuing through this evening. Tomorrow, highs in the mid to upper 80s, a mix of sun and clouds, and a 40% chance for scattered showers and storms. Even more showers and storms expected for Sunday and Monday.
I'm WPTV First Alert meteorologist Katya Hall on WSTU AM 1450, Martin County's Heritage Station.
You're listening to the Get Up and Go Show with Evan and Bonnie on Martin County's Heritage Station, AM 1450 WSTU. Now let's get back to the with Evan and Bonnie.
Oh, we know what that music means, Bonnie, right?
Time for a priest and a
Time
rabbi.
for a little sneak peek at what's going to be happening later on this morning with a priest and a rabbi. And, of course, joining us now on our line is the one and only world-renowned, world-traveled, the honorary Rabbi Matthew Durbin. Matt, good morning. How are you?
I am super. How are you?
I'm good, except just, don't use things as dental floss going forward, metal brackets and things like that, trying to fix with your teeth, because you know what? You can buy a $5 device, but you can't buy another tooth. Okay, just remember that.
I will remember that.
Yes, please do. Good. So what's on tap for Priest and a Rabbi after 9 o'clock this morning? Let our listeners know.
Yeah, I'm actually really excited about this. It is with great joy that I bring in a tremendous friend and a great colleague, Rabbi Eric Linder out of Athens, Georgia, who's going to talk to us today about one of our controversial issues facing the country, most notably the understanding of is it permissible for clergy, or certainly for religious institutions or religious groups, to have exemptions regarding vaccinations and everything else, and what implications that has on our communities, on our congregations, and certainly what is the feeling as we go forward.
Okay.
And kind of looking back with Rabbi Linder in terms of what programs and activities in now year 2 of COVID, what does that look like? How has it shaped our congregations? So we're looking at it that way.
Wow, very good. Now, is Father Christian going to be joining you, or are you flying solo? Are you piloting the whole ship today?
Just me.
Wow. Okay. Very good. Very good.
So it's 2 rabbis and a vacant priest.
All right. And a broken microphone at that too, because I notice I can tell you don't have your microphone today.
No. Well, I have the microphone. I just have a slightly bent USB port.
Get a little flathead screwdriver and use that to repry the opening again, and hopefully that will fix it.
Hopefully.
Yes. Anyway. All right. So it's time now for the Yiddish word of the day. And if maybe could we ask maybe if Rabbi Linder would give us a Yiddish word of the day? Rabbi Linder, welcome into the show. Each week we do what's called a Yiddish word of the day, where Rabbi Durbin gives us a Yiddish word of the day. He gives us a meaning and also uses it in a sentence. So I thought that I would tap wisdom as you're sitting in your study. And Rabbi Linder, if you could give us a Yiddish word of the day and give us a meaning and use it in a sentence, please.
Well, the pressure here, I was not told I'd be doing this. I'm going to have to look at the contract and see what we can do. But yeah, I could think of something. Hopefully, the problem with Yiddish, as Rabbi Durbin has probably mentioned, is lots of the words are probably not appropriate for the live radio show. But for today, I'll use a word that I am sometimes, and that is a klutz.
Oh, okay.
So klutz, some people know just in modern kind of vocabulary and use, a klutz is just someone who kind of doesn't necessarily have great hand-eye coordination, drops things, loses their balance occasionally. So in a sentence, it's, "Oh, sweetheart, don't be mad at me. I dropped your nice china. I guess I'm just a klutz."
Wow. Okay. Maybe Father Christian could relate to that a little bit. Rabbi Durbin, what do you say?
I think so.
Definitely.
I was going to use the word putz.
and oftentimes a klutz is a putz.
Is a putz. Yes, definitely a klutz and a putz.
Yeah.
Wow. All right. I have many friends that are klutzes and putzes, but that's besides the point.
But a klutz might sometime be not really considered a klutz. Maybe they're just not paying attention.
If they're not a klutz, they're a putz.
And that's what makes them klutzy.
There you go.
If klutzy is even a word.
There you go.
I think it is.
Now, this is some real rabbinic parsing of lexicon. I like it.
Well, Rabbi Linder, I know it's going to be a great program with yourself and Rabbi Matthew Durbin coming up a little bit later on this morning. Make sure and tune in to A Priest and a Rabbi. They'll be on a little bit after 9 o'clock after the news. And Rabbi Durbin, if you could quickly email me the notes for when I post it a little later as well.
Yeah, I'm doing it right now.
I appreciate it, folks. Make sure and tune in Priest and a Rabbi, world-renowned, world-known, award-winning Priest and a Rabbi program. Bonnie, it's going to be a great show for them.
Always. It's always a great time.
Yeah. Always.
Enjoy them on the ride home.
Yes, definitely enjoy them on the ride home without further ado. Anyway, wow, I can't believe the weekend is here. I'm down a water heater, so I've got cold water until hopefully later today when they come out between 2 and 6.
Yeah, but you know how good you're going to feel when all of that's resolved? It's just like a big weight off your chest.
Do you know what it's like taking an ice cold shower? It's
Yeah.
it's torture.
Sometimes it's nice in the Florida heat.
It's literally torture. It's torture.
I enjoy it in the afternoon once in a while.
Mhm.
I don't think I really enjoy it in the morning as
Mhm.
I feel a little cooler getting up for work.
Yeah, 3:34 in the morning. Yeah, I definitely would not want to take an ice cold shower. That would be major torture.
No. So hopefully you're going to get your hot water back soon.
Yeah. And I'm excited. Heading to Orlando later today. Going to be swimming with the dolphins at Discovery Cove.
That's so exciting.
Yeah. And of course,
how refreshing.
lots of stuff going on the Treasure Coast. Bonnie's Best Bets. You can listen to the rebroadcast on our page as well. You can go to WSTUmorningshow.com, and if you miss Bonnie's Best Bets, you can listen to it right there again, and she'll tell you everything that you need to know about the Treasure Coast.
And definitely come to the chili cook-off tomorrow.
That's right.
At Clover Park
Maybe Rabbi Durbin will make an appearance.
to enjoy some of Mr. G's chili, I hope.
Yes, without a doubt. Anything's possible. Remember, if you have good values on the inside, you won't look for validation on the outside.
Make it a safe one.
Make it a safe one. God bless each and every one of you, and we'll see you back here Monday morning, 6 a.m. right here at WSTU Stewart, Martin County's Heritage Station, folks. Have a great weekend.